Good evening. This was your Prime Minister. Yes. Unfortunately, I am no more. No. Boris Johnson has left the building. In fact, I haven't left the building because I'm... Bloody hell, my hair's greasy. Actually, I haven't left the building because I'm staying on until October. Yes, so if anyone's thinking of starting a fight, you better watch out because I'm still going to be here, you know. Still going to be bloody well here. Anyway, yes. Those little pricks have finally got rid of me. Finally got rid of me. It's been a great time as the Prime Minister. Absolutely beautiful. I haven't had to do fuck all, basically. I've just sat here eating Pringles all day. It's been great. I've loved my tenure as the Prime Minister. Yes. I can't remember another time that I've had so much fun. Well, maybe the odd guest appearances on Have I Got News For You? But apart from that, I've had a great time. But sadly, it has now come to an end. It has now come to an end, and my tenureship is now over. Yes, it's now over. I remember back in the dark early days of COVID when I had just one instruction for the British people, and that was, you must stay at home. Well, to be perfectly honest, I wish I bloody stayed at home because this has been a complete fucking shit show from start to finish. It really has. What with fucking Brexit, what with fucking COVID, what with fucking Ukraine. It's been absolutely unfucking believable. How many other Prime Ministers have had to put up with all this shit? All this fucking shit. And as for you lot and your fucking whining, I haven't got enough money. Pay me more money. Pay me more money, government. I haven't got enough. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. This ain't the 70s, you know. Fucking hell. Pay me more money. Get out there and earn it, you bastards. That's what. Anyway, enough of that now. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone for my time as Prime Minister. It's been absolutely epic. It really has. I've had great opportunities to stare at Prix for quite a few years, because she's got a very pert bottom. Oh my God, yes, very pert bottom, and it's been a pleasure to serve with her. Yes, I mean, I never wanted this bloody job, to be honest. I just want to go home every night and bang carry, senseless, yeah, several times and 4 times on Sundays. That's all I ever want to do. So but unfortunately, I had to do ministerial bullshit as well, which paperwork and all that. Just wanted to bang carry, basically. I just wanted to bang carry, as evidenced by the new child that's come along. Yes, my fifth. Yes, I'm a lad. I'm a real fucking lad. I am, aren't I? My 5th child already. Yeah. Well, I'm 56 actually, so yeah, that's not much. Anyway, I'd just like to say thank you to the British public for all your support. Wait, what fucking support? They fucking all hate me now. They all fucking hate me. And unfortunately, it's been a tumultuous time as your Prime Minister. It really has. And all I've got to look forward to now is the after-dinner speaking circuit. But I mean, I don't think that's going to be too bad because that bastard Tony Blair gets 2 million fucking quid a year for talking shit to BP executives. 2 fucking million a year he does. Do you know how much they pay me for this fucking job? £100,000 a year. £100,000 to be your Prime Minister. To be your Prime Minister. It's absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. Yes. £100,000 won't even get one of my kids for eating. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But there you go. That's all they pay you, so that's what I had to accept. But now, of course, I'm a free agent. I can go back to appearances on Have I Got News For You. I can go back to my Daily Telegraph column that I used to have before I had to stop it. But, oh my God, my hair's receding. My hair's receding. Anyway, I'd just like to say thank you to all the British people out there who have not supported me for the past 3 years. And my final message to you is, fuck the lot of you. Fuck the lot of you. Thank you. This has been your Prime Minister. Good night. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Hookster Talks. Yes, our favourite bear is just over here. Oh my God, have we got some stuff to talk about today? Yes. In fact, I was thinking that I hadn't had anything to talk about today and it's going to be pretty boring, just a slight little 5-minute conversation about the Austrian Grand Prix, and then it all exploded this morning. Yes, exploded like Dave in the 80s. Yes, oh my God. Anyway, before we continue, let's have Everyone's favourite bear, TB the bear. Yes, big wave from TB. Big wave from TB. There he is. There he is. Look, 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 look. Everyone loves the bear. TB the bear for Prime Minister. Vote now. Vote now. Put it in the comments. Hashtag TB the bear for... That's too long. Just put hashtag TB the bear in the comments. Prime Minister. There you go. He'd make a great Prime Minister, wouldn't you, TB? Yes, he would. Better than that Boris Johnson anyway, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. So there you go. TB the bear. Wowzers. Wowzers me trousers. So there you go, everyone. We now have a caretaker Prime Minister until October when someone else takes over. Keir Starmer was probably masturbating in his own faeces last night, thinking, yes, yes, I'm going to get the top job. And then he suddenly realised that this wasn't enough to invoke a general election, in which he probably went, oh, cock. Yes, so unfortunately, no, there will be no general election. There's due to be one next year. Anyway, regardless of what happened here today, due to be a general election next year, but is anyone going to bother? Because aren't we just all now absolutely sick of politics, really, to be honest? Are we just not, you know I am. As far as me and politics are concerned, I'm done now. I'm absolutely done. When it comes to voting, I'm not going to vote Conservative. I'm not going to vote Labour, Green Party, whatever. I'm going to vote for no one because I just can't be bothered. I can't even be bothered to just use a vote to vote for someone, you know, Green Party or something, but I wouldn't vote for them anyway. Load of tossers. But yeah, I mean, wouldn't even want to waste me vote on that because I just can't be bothered. I'm just completely drained now with politics. It's just, please, just no. So is there going to be a general election next year? Who knows? Do we really want to see all the politicians out next summer saying, vote for me, when we've only really just going to have a new one in October? Wouldn't it be better to see how he does for a little while, couple of years before you do that? I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not a politician, thank God. But saying that, I've had a lot of comments today about Dave for Prime Minister, and I agree. Dave for Prime Minister. That's a good idea, and I think I should actually run for Prime Minister. Yes. No, that would be a terrible idea. That would be the worst idea on the planet to have me as a prime. No. Oh God. Anyway, what was the title of this video? I can't remember. Let me check my tablet and see what I put on it. To see what I've included so far and what I haven't included so far. Come on, YouTube, I better be top of the list. Otherwise you're in big trouble. Oh, I am. Fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Top of the list. Where I belong to be. Actually, where I belong to be. Is that even a sentence? I don't think so. Where I should be. That's what I was trying to say. 6 people watching right now. Unbelievable scenes. Unbelievable scenes. Hello, Mr. Scott Barnes. He says, hi, Dave. Hope you're well. Yeah, yes, I am. Very, very well. I'm just looking at the state of the country right now. And, yeah, let's just get into that before I continue. Just to let you know, bad news. I'm sorry to be the bringer of bad news, but it has to happen. The last time this kind of thing happened, we've had it happen a few times before, but the last time this kind of thing happened was 1979 when Labour were ousted. And unfortunately, it took years for the country to sort of recover from that. Now, here's the problem. Everyone who had their jobs, I mean, 59 people have, probably more by now, I haven't checked lately, but they were dropping off like flies last night. 59 people have quit, okay? So they've either got to come back if they're allowed back. I don't even know if that's the rules or not, whether they can come back, or they've got to give 59 new people jobs. Okay? Now here's the problem. Any policies and what was going through government at the time when they offered their resignation, that's now going to be passed on to whoever takes over their job. But that's not how it works, because They don't just take over all these policies. They have to go through all these policies again from scratch. So it's basically like hitting the reset button for everything. Yes, everything that goes on in the country has now got to be hit on the reset button. And what with this and COVID apparently is doing a resurrection tribute act and it's coming back soon, so that'll be great. But what with this and COVID and of course Ukraine, but more importantly than that, the cost of living crisis, which is quite possibly the worst time that major changes in politics could happen during a cost of living crisis as it is. So yes, I don't want to put too much of a damper on it, but we could be up the shitter for a few years. Not that we weren't going to be for the next few years anyway, but things could get even worse. Now this will affect everything, all the way down to council tax, benefit payments, anything like that. It's all going to be hit the reset button and start again. Now, the policies will probably still remain whatever was set up before, but I say they've all got to be looked through again, and it's just an absolute shit show. And at the moment, there's no actual, there's no really any working government. I mean, I heard today that for the whole of today, there has been no education secretary. There is now, one's been appointed, but there was no education secretary for this country for the whole of today. So anything that needed doing in education today has not been done at all. No. The position has now been filled, I understand, but yeah. So, yeah. Up the shitter without a paddle is putting it mildly, to be honest. We are in trouble. The country is in trouble. Of course, certain person in another country thinks it's marvellous, absolutely marvellous that Boris has gone, yes. Now, unfortunately, when Boris was in charge and we've had all this Partygate and what have you, he basically got away with that because, he's still the Prime Minister, Now he's resigned. Obviously, his legacy now is just going to be that Boris Johnson was the biggest drunk Prime Minister that the country ever had, and he didn't do shit. Apparently, so I've heard, now this is allegedly, because I don't want to get into trouble, he's been a very lazy Prime Minister anyway, and he hasn't really been doing what was needed to be Prime Minister. Even basic tasks like signing paperwork and stuff like that, apparently hasn't been done. Of course, that's only an alleged statement from me. I don't know whether that's true or not, but yeah, apparently he's been a very lazy Prime Minister. So I've been reading and watching on the news today. So there you go. Oh my God, the Hookster is early this time. He was this early when Boris resigned. Oh wait. Hello, Mr. Helium and Trophy. Welcome to the stream. And Carrie's designed the place like a 1920s brothel. I quite expect she has. There's just one thing I would like to say. It doesn't matter that Boris has been sacked today. I would just like to say that Boris Johnson, I do believe he's 56 years old. Don't quote me on that. I may be wrong, but I think he's 56 years old. I am 53 years old. So I just want to say, in regard to Boris Johnson and Carrie, you lucky bastard. Yes, you lucky bastard. What is she, 36? I don't know, I think she's 36, isn't she? 39? Something like that, anyway. She's below the age of 40, I know that. Absolutely scandalous. There should be an inquiry into that, to be honest. Should be an inquiry into that. Never mind anything else, just put an inquiry into that. What is going on there? No, yes, in case you ask, I am jealous. Incredibly jealous, yes. Scott says, my favourite Boys was the Peppa Pig mention. That was brilliant. Yes, I did enjoy that. Yes. TB. Just JMO says TB should resign. That's absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous, isn't it, TB? Yes, TB will never resign. He will be here forever. Yes, he's everybody's favourite bear. In fact, he's probably England's most favourite bear. And he should be Prime Minister immediately. But he's got to do better than what we've had. Let's face it. Let's face it. I mean, what the hell is going on with our government? Not just. I'm not just talking Boris Johnson. I mean, before Boris Johnson, before whoever it was Theresa May, wasn't it? Even before her, even before the one. It's just been a shit show, hasn't it? It really has been a shit show for about the last 15 years? 15 years at least. Yeah, it's just been absolutely ridiculous. So we need new leadership, and TB is the man. He's the man. Yes, we will be adopting our policy schedule soon and telling you all the mandates that we're going to put forward. Yes, put forward. Unbelievable. Plynal Plessy is in the chat and he says, bye bye Boris. Couldn't wait until the bailiffs from Can't Pay will take it away, come and evict him. Yes. It was getting that way, wasn't it? It really was getting that way. He was really determined to stay. I was surprised that the police weren't actually called in the end. You know, number 10. I mean, for cock's sake, 59 of his own party quit. And last night he was still saying, I'm not going to resign. No, I'm still not resigning as Prime Minister. I mean, how much more do you need to get rid of? I did like the little statement that I think it was Jamie put in our Facebook chat. This was when Gordon Brown wouldn't leave, and Boris Johnson was commenting on that as well. That was quite funny because it's basically a complete turnaround, and he's done exactly the same as what Gordon Brown did when he wouldn't leave. It's just really funny how things change, but how things stay the same as well, especially in politics. Just ridiculous. Scott says, Dave, now's your chance. Go get in. Dave Hook PM. I know. I should run. Yes. I'll sort the country out. Don't worry. I'll sort the country out. Yes. No, that's a terrible idea. No. Please, no. Blindel Plessy says, 58 MPs resigned in less than 48 hours. I mean, it's just ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, they were leaving faster than the Titanic. Leaving the ship, weren't they? I mean, all Boris had now was the violin players in the background, and surely he should have said to himself, I think something's going on here. I think the ship may be sinking. Have we hit an iceberg? Have we? Oh, well, no, it's okay. I'm still not going to resign. I'll carry on. It's okay. And until the water gets past my nose, I'm still in charge. Yes. Unbelievable. Just JMO says, bring back Gordon Brown. Okay. An opinion is yours. I don't know whether that will work, but yeah, let's bring back Gordon Brown. I can't even remember Gordon Brown, to be honest. It was so long ago. Was he any good? I can't remember. Well, I say, if any of them are any good, because they're all the same as each other, really, aren't they? Matthew D'Souza, hello, sir. He says, hello, Mr. TB Bear. When are you replacing Dave in the All Seasons? He keeps getting smashed by the GOAT Sebastian Vettel. Oh, that's... you know what? I'm not even going to dignify that with a comment. No, I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to drift past it and forget that comment even came up. Unbelievable. Who knows? Too many Boris banter the video could be #1 trending on you. It could. I'd like to see that. TB the Bear for Prime Minister. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yes, indeed. F1 22. Real season. Yo. Hello, sir. Harold Saxon for Prime Minister. Okay. I have no idea who that is, but I agree with you. It's a good name for a Prime Minister, isn't it? You know, hello, I'm Harold Saxon. Yes, that's a good English name. Good Viking name from the past, that is. Saxon. Yes, I'm Harold Saxon. Helium Trophy says, she's 34. That's upset me even more now. I thought she was knocking on 40. 30, and he's fit. That's it. If that's what I've got to do, that's what I've got to do. I am definitely going for Prime Minister. That's it. Unbelievable. Lionel Plessy says, in 2010, Boris commented on Gordon Brown's downfall, saying, "Isn't there someone on the door of number 10 whose job it is to tell them the game is up?" Yes, I like that. I like that indeed. Irony is pretty ironic sometimes, as they say. Charlie Brown PM. Yes. Lionel Plessy says, waiting until Cliff Richard's carry gets number one. Oh, God. Oh, God. Carrie doesn't live here anymore. Now it's... I can't remember the rest of the... Now it's just a room on the second floor. Is that how it goes? I can't remember. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. Anyway, Cliff Richard. Wow, he was in the news last week, wasn't he? Apparently, he did some singing at Wimbledon, and it was the cringiest thing ever, apparently. Well, I can't comment on Cliff Richard. All I can say is... we don't know about Cliff, do we? No. After what happened a few years ago, we don't know. And I can't comment. But yeah, not so sure. Not so sure. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. But yeah, he sung Summer Holiday at Wimbledon, and quite a few people on Twitter said it was well cringy. Come on, he's 83, something like that anyway. But anyway, yeah. Cliff Richard, not so sure, not so sure. Sue Barker knows Cliff Richard. Yeah, Sue Barker. She knows Cliff Richard. Well, she should do. She should do. And she has said that when Cliff Richard dies, she'll tell all. I just hope she outlives Cliff, because it's... don't know. Otherwise, the public will never know. But she said that when he dies... She'll tell all. I don't know what it is she's going to tell all, but apparently that's what she's going to do. So we will see. We will see and hold judgment. Just J-Mo says, I'll tell you who was good. Prescott. Oh, I love Prescott. Yeah, do you remember when he got that egg thrown at him and he punched that guy in the face? Bish, bosh. That's what we need. That's what we need for Prime Minister Prescott. Yeah, he was brilliant. He was. Fucking hell, was he a large man as well, wasn't he? I've got to be politically correct when I say these things these days. Yes, he was a very large man, and oh my God, yeah, that egg thrown at him, he was like, no hesitation, he was like something out of the special services, you know. There wasn't even a second of hesitation, he was just like, bang. That was brilliant. I loved old Prescott. He was great, he was. That's what we need. That's what we need. Prescott for Prime Minister. Lionel Plessy says, Wimbledon, never watched it, but people used to be upset in the late 90s and early noughties as it meant no Simpsons on BBC Two because I know. I used to love my Simpsons on BBC Two as well. I was there in 1993, if anyone remembers that, when they revamped BBC Two, and it was you had the Simpsons, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If anyone remembers, this was 1993. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then they brought back the old Jerry Addison shows. We had Stingray, Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet. All of those were on weeknights. I think from 6 o'clock. I remember that, from 6 o'clock. You had it's either the Simpsons or the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or one of the Jerry Addison shows. And that went on for ages. And I was religiously watching the TV at 6 o'clock. It was brilliant. Sadly, it only lasted a couple of years, and then, well, obviously the show's run out because there's only so many episodes of Stingray and so many episodes of The Fresh Prince before it runs out, and they weren't going to repeat them from the start again. So that was the end of it. But that was a great time for, well, the BBC in general, to be honest. And I was there when they relaunched it all. Yeah, I think they relaunched Thunderbirds because they'd released it on DVD and they'd added a 5.1 surround sound saying, oh, that's right, it came out on Blu-ray, I think, for the first time. Something like that, anyway. So that's why they're all getting shown again. But yeah, that was a great time. I love The Simpsons. It's just, I've got The Simpsons series 33, which I think is on Disney right now or whatever. And I'm very slowly ploughing through them, and it's just so painful to watch The Simpsons now. It really is. It just It depresses me. It annoys me at times, and I just find it so sad because it is such a shell of its former self. It's not even funny. It really isn't. I mean, it basically, yeah, it isn't even funny. I mean, I can remember episodes from season 3 of The Simpsons. Season 3, I can remember episodes from that where I was rolled about on the floor, pissing myself laughing. I mean, I remember that one where Homer was in his kitchen and he was doing the old Tumba song, if you remember that one. And it was like, I take a whiskey drink, I take a vodka drink, and when I need to pee, I use the kitchen sink. And as soon as he said that line, I was on the floor rolling about. I really was, because that was just, yeah, that was the old Tumpa Thumper song, if you remember that. I get knocked down, I get knocked down, I get back up and get that one. You remember that one? Yeah. But I say that was how Homer said it. And he was in his kitchen and he was singing that song. And that's the line that he came out with. And I was literally on the floor creasing out because that was funny. That was damned funny. But now, unfortunately, The Simpsons is just a shadow of its former self. It's completely woke. It's 100% PC. And it's just very, very sad. And the story's just there's nothing of interest. I literally get a minute through each episode and I go on to the next one because it's like nah. I think out of every series now, I think there's still 26 episodes, maybe one that I'll actually watch all the way through, and that's a very sad state of affairs when you consider that, I say, during its heyday, that was essential viewing. The Simpsons was just absolutely brilliant. It really was. But sadly, it's outstayed its welcome. I can't believe that it's still being made. I can't believe... I mean, the executives must know it's now shit. The executives must know it's now shit. But because it's an institution, like a lot of this stuff is, they just continue to make it. But they know, I mean, the ratings must be in the toilet. The ratings must be absolutely tanked because it's just rubbish. It's just real rubbish now. It really is. But there you go. The Simpsons. Once a great quality show, sadly now in the bin. The Simpsons needs to go in the bin. Anyway. Blind Place says Sue Barker's retiring from Wimbledon after this year. Oh, is she? It's also a shame she had to leave Question of Sport. They have ruined it. Yes. Well, let's face it, they ruin everything eventually, don't they? But I agree with you. Scott Barnes says, Prescott, the 1999 British Grand Prix Mighty Brother Group Walk, if anyone knows. Yeah, I remember that. Helium Trophy says, loved Captain Scarlet. I'm with you there. I loved Captain Scarlet. I have to have a little confession though. And don't hate me. I did actually like the updated version as well. Not as much as the original, admittedly, but it still had that little something. And of course it was still done by Jerry Anderson, which was very important. Very important. That's right. I think that's why it was relaunched. Isn't it because the New Adventures of Captain Scarlet came out? Something like that anyway. That's why I think they relaunched all the old shows, if I remember rightly. But yes, I do have a little fondness for the New Adventures. Of course, it's nothing like the original, Captain Scarlet. Captain Scarlet was brilliant. It's just so sad that it had to follow on from Thunderbirds, which, if anyone doesn't know, was actually cancelled. I know, just bear with me. You can't believe it. Thunderbirds was cancelled, but yes, it was. They had 26 episodes for season 1. There were 6 episodes into season 2. And the boss at the time, Lou Grade, was the one that was in charge of getting all the finances sorted out and everything else. And unfortunately, he tried to sell Thunderbirds to America. Now, all these early shows were made for the American audience because if you look, the cars all drive on the other side of the road. So they're all made for the American audience. And they were hoping to get them picked up in America. And Thunderbirds had a lot of interest because it was now an hour show and the budget was bigger. And so they managed to, flesh out the stories a lot more. And a lot of the American networks were interested, and Lou Gray went to America with Gerry Anderson to sell the show. And there was 3 big networks which were really on board. They wanted to buy Thunderbirds, but at the last minute, 2 of those networks pulled out. I think one was NBC, if I remember rightly. They pulled out. No one knows why. It was all a mystery back then, but yeah, they just pulled out and said, no, we've decided against it. And that meant that the 3rd network, which was still up for it, unfortunately, because the other 2 are pulled out, they sort of went, I don't know now. I don't know if we should. And so they pulled out as well. So all 3 networks pulled out of showing Thunderbirds in the United States. And so Lou Gray turned around to Gerry Anderson and said, well, that's it. Cancel the series. And that, sadly, after just 32 episodes of Thunderbirds, was the end of it. I mean, that series should have gone on for about 7 seasons, at least. We should have had 100 episodes, at least, of Thunderbirds. Definitely. Because it's the one show that everyone remembers. So, yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't to be. So we had to cancel it. Now, fortunately, Thunderbirds was not dead, because it came back in cinema form. Yes, 2 very average films came out after it. In fact, they came out while they were still making Captain Scarlet and the Mysterons. Yeah, they were still making Thunderbirds films. The first one had not very good reviews, and not a lot of people went to see it either. And surprisingly enough, though, the studio actually turned around and went, "Oh, we'll make another one. Make another one. I'm sure that one will be better." So they said, "Yeah, okay." So they made another one. That was called Thunderbird 6. Yeah, because they wanted another Thunderbird. Because 5's never enough. 5's never enough. But unfortunately, that film flopped like a big floppy willy. And in fact, nobody went to see that one at all. And so then the studio went, okay, we're done with Thunderbirds. Thank you. And that was the end of the Thunderbird story, which finished, I think, in about 1968 when the last film came out. And that was the end of Thunderbirds. But during that time in 67, of course, we had Captain Scarlet, which was currently, because, everything was still there in place for them to make more shows. They just couldn't do Thunderbirds because obviously if the networks didn't want to show it in the US, then there was no point in carrying on making episodes because the budget was pretty extreme. So they wanted to get some of their money back from that. They couldn't do it. So they went, okay, we'll do Captain Scarlet. And of course they went back to the 30-minute format. Thunderbirds was on for an hour. Well, 50 minutes if you include adverts. But they went back to the half-hour format for Captain Scarlet. Sort of, downgraded the budget a little bit, but not too bad. Captain Scarlet still held up well, it has to be said, against the other shows. And that's how we got Captain Scarlet. But I did love Captain Scarlet. It was weird. That's what made it good for me, because it was weird. Because you had that spacey vibe with the Mysterons from Mars, and that was what did it for me. So yeah, I love Captain Scarlet. Lionel Plessy says Star Trek was on BBC Two around that time. Yes, you're quite correct. I've forgotten all about Star Trek. Yes, Star Trek was on as well. Yes. Yeah, Next Generation. Oh my God. In fact, that's when I first saw The Next Generation was on BBC Two. Yes, because I didn't have Sky at the time. So, oh my God. Yeah, I completely forgot about Star Trek. That's not on, Dave. Slap on the wrist for that one. Wowzers. Because I'm a Star Trek nerd. I can forget all about that. And then, of course, we had the situation which happens pretty much constantly now, but back then it was a sort of a rarity, and that is that Sky brought Star Trek The Next Generation, didn't they? If you remember? And that meant that it was then off the BBC. And I was so pissed at that because I couldn't see season 4 of Star Trek The Next Generation, which, if anyone remembers, was the conclusion of the Borg episodes. I couldn't watch it because Bastard Sky had brought it. Bastard Sky had brought it. I mean, the BBC showed it years later. They showed those series, but they couldn't show it at that time because it had been bought by Sky. And so, yeah, it was exclusive to Sky. I was pissed because I didn't have Sky. And I was pissed. I was well pissed. Absolutely well pissed. But there you go. I did get to see it eventually, so that's all that matters. When he called Damien, I remember that, yeah. I remember that. Final Place says the only Simpsons episode they never showed on BBC Two was City of New York versus Homer Simpson, was due to be shown after the 9/11 attacks. Yeah, I can understand that. Thunderbirds from the puppets in the 60s. Yes, says Scott. I agree with you, Scott. Final Place says Simpsons seasons 1 to 9 is all you need. Yeah, I would agree with that as well, Mr. Plessy. That is all you need. Once you get past season 9, it's really, really not worth doing. It's just so sad though. It is just so sad that, you know, I'm watching those and they're just so crap. They're just horrible. Right, imagine your favourite TV show. Everyone's got one. Don't all tell me your favourite one, but everyone's got one. Just imagine that, and imagine it being in the worst possible state it could ever be in. Just imagine that. That's The Simpsons. That is The Simpsons. It's just, it's horrible. Matthew says, SpongeBob is the best childhood cartoon for my generation. I expect it is, Matthew. I didn't even know that Ernest Borgnine, none of you are going to know who that is, but he was one of my favourite actors. He was in a lot of films. He was also in Airwolf, if anyone remembers that, as Dominic Santini. That Ernest Borgnine voiced one of the characters in SpongeBob SquarePants. I never even knew that. I haven't seen many SpongeBob SquarePants. I've seen a few, but not many. But the fact that he was in, and he must have been getting on a bit. He must have been in his late 60s when he started that, because he wasn't a young man when he came into acting. He came into acting pretty late. So yeah, Ernest Borgnine, my favourite actor, was playing a character. I don't know who it was. Don't ask me, but he was in it. Helium Trophy says Ren and Stimpy. I've seen a few of those as well. Not many, I must admit. What's happened to original Top Gear? Is it finished? I've no idea, Matt. I haven't seen Top Gear for quite a few years now. I haven't seen any of the ones without the Clarkson, May and Hammond duo. I haven't seen any of those. I wanted to, but I just couldn't bring myself to. I was like, no, I'm done. And I haven't seen any of the Grand Tours either, so I can't answer that one. Plynor Plessy says Sky used to buy every popular show in order to force people to subscribe to their service. Yes, they did. Another one in point was The X-Files. Yes, which also was on BBC Two, if you remember. And I was absolutely hooked on that one as well, because I am a nerd. And bastard Sky, this is the thing that annoys me. It's not like they buy it from the beginning. They wait until something gets popular and then they buy it. So this was after, I think, season 3 of The X-Files. Sky brought the show, and so it was only on Sky, and so it wasn't on the B, so I couldn't see season 4 of The X-Files either. The bastards. That is how they operate. They won't buy a show from scratch. They'll wait and see if it gets popular, then they'll buy it off someone and just throw a load of cash at it and buy it. And it's just ridiculous. It really is. JW97 says, Dave, you need to be Prime Minister. It's time. It is time. I agree. It is time. Mermaid Man from 1999 to... thank you. That was Ernest Borgnine, was it? Lovely. I'll have to look that up and see if I can get a few clips off YouTube with him actually speaking. Because I've only ever seen a couple of episodes of SpongeBob. But yeah, he was a great actor. Very underrated. All you kids from the young generation won't know who he is. But back in the day, he did some great movies. Unfortunately, a lot of them were in black and white. That's how old he is, or was, I should say, because I know he died a few years ago. But yeah, he was a great actor, very underrated. I say, if you, oops, I've just backed my microphone. To be honest, I think outside of films, which a lot of the younger generation wouldn't know, because as I say, they were black and white. His most popular role that sort of lots of people would have seen him in would have been Dominic Santini in Airwolf. So if you remember that show, you'll remember what Ernest Borgnine looked like. Scott says the old Top Gear is on Dave. Great. Final Plessy says 24 was also on BBC Two and Sky bought it. Lost was on Channel 4. I'm seeing a pattern here, Plynor. Lost was on Channel 4, Sky bought it. House and Prison Break was on Channel 5 And Sky. Yes, House was another one. Bastards. Bastards. I remember that. Bloody hell. That was my favourite show of all time, by the way, House. Loved it. And yeah, bastards. And for a while they showed a few Friends series before Channel 4 did until E4 arrived. Yes. So there you go. Sky. Load of bastards. Load of bastards. I'll tell you what though, they're having quite a problem trying to do that these days because there's just nothing on Sky anymore, is there? I mean, Sky One has gone, which was the #1 entertainment channel in the UK, without a doubt. Everything was on Sky One. That's now gone. They've had to replace it with 2 channels, which basically show exactly the same shit, only slightly different. Yeah, because the other channel shows older shit earlier on in the day, but as soon as it gets to the evening, they're showing exactly the same show on 2 different channels, which I don't, yeah. Why they got rid of Sky One, I've no idea. Well, I do know because there's just nothing to show anymore because it's all on streaming services. Netflix, Disney, Amazon Prime. They've got all the shows now. So network TV is crap. And I'll tell you, in 5 years' time, there won't be any network TV, which is going to be pretty bad for Sky, Virgin and all those others because people are just going to go, no, what's the point? What's the point? Now, I've got to have Virgin because unfortunately I live in an area where I can't get Freeview because I live in a dip. So I haven't even got an aerial on the roof, so I can't get Freeview. So, but I might as well just get like the lowest package available, just gives you the Freeview channels because Sky has just got nothing now. Absolutely nothing. Crazy times. It really is. It's all on streaming services. And I'll say, 5 years' time, networks, they'll be gone. They'll be gone. Sky is rubbish now. Only the sports can save them. Absolutely. They even abandoned Challenge TV show to show The Chase 24/7 and not bother putting anything. I know, it's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And they're still doing it now, haven't they? They've just got rid of 10 channels on Freeview, haven't they? And replaced them. I noticed the horror channels now disappeared and become horror something or other. Horror reality or something, and now we've got a new channel, Legend, which is the old horror channel, basically, just rebranded as Legend for some unknown reason. I don't know why, because one of the transponders that shows these 10 channels, they sold to the mobile companies to get 5G. Yeah, they said, no, you can have your 5G. We don't need this. It's only Freeview. I've also heard the nasty rumour that Freeview could be gone by 2030. Yeah. ITV and BBC, who both run Freeview and Freesat together, they used to do it separately, but now they've all amalgamated. Freeview and Freesat is all in the same sphere now, and I've heard that they just can't be bothered with it anymore, and so Freeview could go by 2030 to 2035. Anyway, it could be gone. So that at least will give justification for the cable and the satellite to say, well, if it's going to be no Freeview, then you're going to have to have us. So that'll give them some justification for their existence. But as I say, everyone will just go down to the basic Freeview package and not bother with anything else because there's nothing else on. So yeah, it's going to be sad times for Sky and Virgin in about the next 10 years. They know that as well. They know that, but they also don't know of any solution to that problem. It's just, yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, I've been waffling on for 48 bloody minutes here. Oh my God, I could talk for hours. I really could. Let's have a look at the thumbnail. I can't even remember what I put in the thumbnail of what I was talking about. Unbelievable. I should make these podcasts. Well, I did try, but I've only got a free podcast service and you can only upload 2 and then you have to re-upload. Yeah, I only give you enough to upload 2 podcasts. So I gave up on that idea. Right, here we go. Hookster Talks F1. Hookster Talks F1. Have I actually talked anything about F1? No. Okay, so we've got to do that. With Boris Johnson. Right, Boris Johnson, that's done. We've done that, okay? So I've got to do F1. And the Austrian Grand Prix, which of course is this weekend. And the Creators Race event. Now, yeah. That was great. That was great. Anyway, let's talk F1. Get this out of the way quickly. An F1 channel that gets the F1 content out of the way quickly. Yeah. So yeah, we got the Austrian Grand Prix this weekend. I did say I have said it around. I absolutely loved Silverstone. The race, I thought it was brilliant. Absolutely loved it. And Lulu's back. Lulu's back. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to say, when he did that double overtake down the inside, even I went, yes, get in, Lewis, get in, because that was great. That was a great move, has to be said. So Lewis, and he could have won that race if it wasn't for the bastard safety car. When you want one, they never come out. When you don't want one, they always come out. Yeah. So yeah, he could have won that race. So well done to Lulu. Well done. He did very well indeed. But I should say well done actually to the winner of the race, which was Carlos Sainz, who did even better. But Lulu was good as well. So that was the Silverstone Grand Prix. This weekend we have got the Austrian Grand Prix. So what do we reckon? Maxi boy, he could be up there again. Unfortunately, of course, he had problems with his car. I did see on Twitter that big chunk of something, one of the car's bodywork was actually underneath his car for the whole time. But I have to say though, too much whining, Max. Too much whining. Yeah, your car wasn't performing to spec, but great drivers, they work around that problem. They don't keep going on the radio every 5 seconds going, it's not driving straight. I got a puncher. I'm coming in. I got a puncher. I'm sure I got a puncher. No, Max, you didn't have a puncher. I did like his engineer. He was brilliant. He basically said, okay, there's a problem with the car aerodynamically, but we can't retire you. There's no reason to retire you. So just try and work through the problem. In other words, stop being a whiny little bitch and just sort it out. So yeah, that's exactly what happened. Max finished, I think it was 7th, wasn't it, in the end? So yeah, he still got points in a half broken car. So I think he did quite well, but he needs to settle down the moaning because he's starting to get into Lewis Hamilton territory. He's starting to take over his mantle. Yes, he'll be classed as the moaning something or other soon. So yeah, he needs to calm that down because that's ridiculous. Just get on with it. If you're not going to win the race, moaning about it every 5 seconds it's not going to help. Just work the problem, as his engineer said. Work the problem. So there you go. So yeah, so Austrian race, I think Max will be up there again. The Ferraris should be up there. Of course, this is a mega quick lap. These lap times at Austria get even quicker every year. I'm sure at some point in the future, maybe in the next couple of years, they are going to do a sub 1 minute time. It's going to be a 59.59. It's got to hit there. I mean, what are they doing now? 1 minute and 2? It's something like 1 minute and 2, isn't it? So they have got to get beyond 1 minute. I'm sure at some point in the future, and that'll be good to see. But they might have to increase the laps a few because otherwise it's going to be a very short race in the future. But yeah, so we got the Austrian Grand Prix, and we will see what happens. We've got a lot of Grand Prix for July. We got 4. Now that's not back to back because we got a 1 week break. I think it's after this one, isn't it? 1 week break because there's five weeks technically in July. We've got 4 Grand Prix, and then I think it's the summer break after that, isn't it? I hope so because they're all going to need a break after July. Ridiculous. So that's what else have I got? And the Creators Race event. Yes. I don't know if anyone saw that on YouTube. It was broadcast on, I think, the F1 Codemasters. It was basically about half a dozen F1 YouTubers, including Arava, Tiamat Marjuk. I can't remember the others. It was Arava, Tiamat and it was about half a dozen FIFA YouTubers as well. Big names. I don't recognise any of them because I don't follow FIFA, but yeah, big names. And they sort of had to go through an elimination round first before they, got to the final. Now, unfortunately, Arava didn't make it past the first round. Had a little bit of contact with Benjamin Daly, I do believe, and he was out. So, oh dear, Arava fans. Stop it, Dave. Stop it. So yeah, but it was okay, but it was pretty cringe. Has to be said as well. But as a bit of fun, I suppose it was okay if you're 15 years old. But if you're sort of above that age, it was a bit... And they had ghosting on. And not only that, they didn't trust their own internet so much that they actually had it in a studio over a LAN connection. Because they didn't trust their own internet. No. They went, no, we'll get them all in the studio and then we'll do it through LAN. Because then it'll be 100% pucker. Yeah. And I was just like, really? Really? So your internet's not that stable already, F122. No. Not good. But yeah. So in the end, I think Alex Gilliam won it. Yeah, in the end. Like I say, if you're surrounded by turds and you're the best turd, then obviously you're the turd that's going to win, isn't it? But there you go. So yeah, it was quite an event, I have to say, quite an event. But yeah, well done to everyone concerned. Yes, it was great. Right, let's go to the messages before I go to the lads. Wow. And that's another thing. Sky wanted to ruin Freeview by buying Virgin's channels and then close Virgin 1 down. Yeah, I know. I loved Virgin 1. I thought it was brilliant. What was that show they started? Was it Earth 2? Was it Earth 2? I loved that show, Earth 2. It was brilliant. Went downhill very, very quickly, though, and got cancelled. But when it started, I thought it was brilliant. And Virgin 1, I loved it. Really did. Helium Trophy says, the day I got rid of the paranormal channel was the day I stopped caring. Absolutely. Got to have a bit of the paranormal, haven't you? That's what I say. Just JMO says, yeah, 5G, woo woo. I know you love my screenshots with the little 5G at the top. Yeah, I do. Yes, it's great, Jamie. Great. I'm so glad we've lost 10 channels of Freeview just for your 5G. Yeah, well done, sir. Well done indeed. Fuck the Freeview. Just get rid of it all. Who needs it? Who needs it? Yeah, we'll just sit and watch a blank screen. Why not? As long as we got our 5G, it's all that matters. Matthew D'Souza, is it just me or are the films that are on Freeview so repetitive and boring? Need to have some variation. No, it's not you, Matt. They are repetitive and boring. The reason why they are repetitive and boring is because back in the day when the networks were popular, obviously they had loads of adverts in and the ad revenue pays for things like films. So if they're not getting the ad revenue in, then obviously they're not going to pay for films. So they just do the old thing of repeating films because the repeat fees for showing films is very, very low compared to showing it for the first time. It's very, very low. So why not just repeat it? So that's what they do. And because their ad revenue is down, they can't be bothered to buy any new films. I mean, on the usual channels, they usually show about, 4 new films a year? Something like that. 4 or 5? No more than that. I've got them on my Virgin box. I think there's 5 films on there that are actually new that have been released this year. That's about it. That's all they do. 4 or 5 films and that's it. Can't be bothered. All those obscure 60s, 70s B movies. I loved all those 60s, 70s B movies. I'll tell you what I used to watch as well. The Sci-Fi channel in the afternoon. They had a special old B movie. I think it was on a Saturday afternoon. Don't do it anymore. They just show old shit again, you know. Really old shit. But they used to show really good, the old B movies from that era. And it used to be on the Saturday. They actually called it something. I can't remember what they called it now, but yeah, I used to watch that on a Saturday. That was great, absolutely great. But yeah, they got rid of it. Forces TV closed down a while ago as they couldn't afford to continue being on Freeview. And it's a shame as they used to show Blake 7, Chips, and even classic Doctor Who. Wowzers. I never saw Forces TV. So I don't know if I can get it on. I don't know if I could get it on Virgin. Probably not. But yeah, I never saw it. Because I say I can't get Freeview. So unfortunately, all I've got is Virgin. For my TV, yes. But Chips, oh my god. With Puncharello. Oh my god. I loved Chips back in the day. Well, I loved everything back in the day. But Chips was a special favourite of mine. Special favourite. And then they went and replaced John. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. They did a Dukes of Hazzard and replaced one of the main members of the cast. But in fact, in Dukes of Hazzard, they replaced both main members of the cast. But yeah, they went and got rid of John, and my excitement level went down to -10 because I was like, huh? Huh? What'd you do that for? I always say, unless it's something that has a lot of characters in it, let's have a look. Example, Chicago Fire. There's a lot of characters in that. So characters can leave and new characters can come in. That's fine. Yeah, I haven't got a problem with that. But if it's something like Chips, which only really had 2 characters, it was John and Punzarello, getting rid of one of them, you basically should just cancel the show. That's why they've never made a TV show, yeah, since Starsky and Hutch, where it actually has the men involved as the title in the show, because they suddenly thought, what happens if we lose one of these 2, Starsky or Hutch? What are we going to... How can we call the show Starsky and Hutch? They made a major mistake calling it Starsky and Hutch in the first place, because Paul Michael Glaser and David Soul, every year when it came to negotiations for pay, they were in the box seats because they could just, they could just demand more pay because they were Starsky and Hutch. Yeah. And that's never been repeated. They've always made sure that they don't call a show with any of the main characters. No, because it's fatal. It really is. So yeah, so getting rid of John was a big mistake. I should have just cancelled the show, but they didn't, because get that money in. So they carried on. But no, when that, I was gone. I was gone. Anyone remember on ITV Digital? Yes, I remember it. I never had it, but I knew someone who had it. Yeah. You know that failed digital TV box that nearly killed most of the... Yes, nearly killed all the football, didn't it? Wowzers. Yeah, that was the big launch of digital TV, wasn't it? That was going to be the big thing for the next 20 years, but failed spectacularly. Failed spectacularly. And then when it failed, yeah, now everyone had got... the subscription and paid for it and whatever. And when it failed, the underwriters actually asked for the boxes back and said, no, they don't belong to you. They were always ours, so we want them back. And they charged it $49.99 for the boxes. Or you could carry on your subscription and keep the box. I don't know of a single person that gave the box back. I'm pretty sure they just grabbed the box and put it in the skip. Yeah, or put it in the rubbish, because there was no way they were going to enforce that. And what are they going to do? Go around everyone's house and say, oi, have you got a non-digital box? Give it back to me, you bastards. You don't own that. It belongs to us. £49.99, please. Nah, that was never going to happen. But yeah, that's what they wanted. They wanted all the boxes back because they were not yours in the first place. No, you were only renting them. Yeah, that was so funny. That was owned by ITV, yes. The thing before Freeview. I remember all that. I was at Silverstone on Sunday, burnt my skin, but bloody enjoy it. Well done, well done. Well done. Oh, you must have had a front row seat to the crash then. Well. Plenty says, I wasn't at Silverstone as I was on the way back from holiday and there was a 4-hour delayed flight. Shambles. Yeah, sounds about right. I've been hearing a lot about flights. It's a shit show, apparently. Absolute shit show. Ricardo had a great finishing behind the TV, for fuck's sake. He did. Well done, Ricardo. Another great race for you. Yes. Retirement looming. I did go there last year. Nice. Sainz a new winner. 5 teams fighting for second. Verstappen issue. Schumacher first ever points. Exciting racing. Wow, that could be the title of our next My Team video, couldn't it? Just think that could be it. Just send it to him and ask him if he wants to use this as his title. I can see it now underneath his video. A new winner. 5 teams fighting for second. Verstappen issues. Schumacher, first ever points. Exciting racing. There you go. You should be Ara's script consultant. Write them all out for him. Because, you know, he probably can't be bothered these days. He probably just punches it into Google and they just come up with a load of algorithms of what to say. 4 safety cars. 4 safety cars. I was watching one of his videos the other day and it did say in the comments, how does he make these races so exciting? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I so wanted to comment on that, but I didn't. Ooh. Now, if anyone remembers, a few years ago, he worked out how to get into the actual files of the game because he does it on PC. So it's not too much of a stretch to sort of, you know, imagine a little tweaking of the files, you know, to sort of trigger more safety cars, stuff like that. Performance levels of the cars, make some go faster, some go... It's not easy to sort of think that that's what's happening, is it? Because anyone who plays these games, those races are never that exciting. Sometimes nothing happens. No safety cars, absolutely nothing. You stay in the position you started with to the end of the race. Everyone knows that's what happens. So, yeah. Anyway, well done to Arava. Well done indeed. It was Tsunoda's bodywork. Ah, right, Tsunoda. Yuki Tsunoda. I don't know why. I just have to say his name in song for some unknown reason. Yes, don't ask me. I'm weird. You notice how when these idiots on the track, Ferrari always wins the race. Yeah. I would like to talk about that, but I'll be here for another hour, so I won't. But yeah. Merck and Red Bull to fight over Austrian win. I agree with you, Jamie. I agree with you. I think Merck will struggle personally. Austria has been a weak track for them in the past. Interesting. Lewis will fight for pole. Yep, I said it now. I'm going to wash my mouth out. Well, he could do. He could do. Peak Vettel is the best driver ever. Verstappen doesn't even come close to peak Vettel. I agree. France, I think, will be the next strong race. Your thoughts on the oil protesters? Oh, God. Well, as you said that, Mr. JW97, I suppose I better comment. Now, I noticed Josh on Twitter. He left a comment. I was going to leave a comment as well. But I was getting ready to go to sleep and I thought, if I leave a comment now, I'm not going to be able to sleep because I'm going to be so enraged with that comment that I'm not going to. So I did want to. Okay. So Josh left a comment on Twitter. Now, the group responsible is this No Oil, apparently. They're on Twitter. Look them up if you want to. The thing that got me is one of their tweets, about 4 or 5 tweets down from the top. They say that due to, you know, climate change and what have you, that huge areas of the planet will be uninhabitable by 2030. Now, that's only 8 years away. So that is not going to happen, is it? That is not going to happen in 8 years. And a lot of these climate protesters, look at the facts, okay? The planet's temperature is rising about 2 degrees every 100 years. These are the facts that are not well reported. 2 degrees every 100 years. The planet has been here for what? 65 million years? Whatever. So the planet is naturally adjusting its environment, which it's done for the last 64 million years. Now, at one point in the future, we are going to enter into another ice age. It's going to happen. There's nothing we can do to stop that. But this is all that's going on, okay? We have been, you know, producing all our toxins and what into the atmosphere since God knows when. Now, if you remember back to, well, a lot of you won't, but I do, the 1976 heat wave. It was one of the hottest summers on record. Funny how no one said that was caused by climate change, isn't it? Funny that. Yeah. Because that was just a period of heat on the planet. Now, obviously, at this point in time, we should be reducing what we are using in regards to gas, oil, petrol, everything. I haven't got a problem with that because eventually all this will run out. And when it does run out, there will be complete anarchy in the streets. It'll be complete I can't say it. You know what I mean. It'll be like the aftermath of a nuclear war without the nuclear war. Because there will be no transport, which means no one will get any food. So there'll be rioting, looting, everything. Just imagine the worst state of the world could ever be in. That's what's going to happen when we all run out of these petroleum sources that we use. Okay, so yes, it is sensible for us to help not only save the ozone layer and, you know, the climate, but also to prolong the amount of time we can still use these fossil fuels. So if we reduce now, we might get another 30, 40 years out of the fuels that we use, and we can use that time to come up with alternative sources. But saying that the planet's going to be uninhabitable in 8 years is absolutely ridiculous. And also, if we do bugger up this planet, the only person we've got to blame is ourselves. Yeah, it's ourselves. So, you know, what we do now will make a difference to future generations. But there's a point where you have to sort of say, are we going too far? And yes, we are going too, or a lot of people are going too far. And it's just ridiculous. And then, of course, Josh was making the point that, you know, and this is the point I'd like to make as well, those protesters, yeah, that were there, unless they live in a house, yeah, that has no electricity or isn't powered by gas for their heating, they, just like me, are still contributing to the problem. You can't get away from that. They are still contributing to the problem if they live in a house that uses electricity, because electricity has to be generated from fossil fuels. That's where the hypocrisy comes in. Unless they live out in a field, in a tent, okay, they can't sit there and protest to everyone saying, oh, ban all fuels right now. How did they get to Silverstone? Silverstone is an airfield out in the sticks in the country. Did they walk there? No, I don't think they did walk there. I think they may have got driven there by a coach or a bus or a car or whatever. A car that burns fossil fuels that they want to ban. Can you see the hypocrisy? They want to ban it and yet they're using it to get to the place to say we want to ban it. Oh my goodness. The planet's just gone nuts. It's just gone nuts. Also, protests like that have to be funded. It's not easy to organise, 20 or 30 people together to do a protest like that. It takes funding. So where do they get the funding from? Well, basically, 95% of all protesters are rich twats. Yes. They're rich people, yes, who basically use their wealth to try and influence change in the world and to probably try and get a little bit of celebrity, because everyone likes their little 15 minutes of fame, don't they? So that's what they are. I've never seen tramps protesting about banning oil. Have you? No. I've never seen a tramp saying, oh yeah, we need to stop fossil fuels, mate. No. Only have I ever seen protesters in smart clothes. Yes, posh twats, complaining that, oh yes, we should ban all fuels. There is the hypocrisy. Do not dictate to me unless you live in a field on your own and don't use any resources yourself. Don't dictate to me that we should ban fuels, because that is just ridiculous. It really is. And it's just gone too far. I blame Greta. I'm always going to blame Greta. I don't really. I do like Greta. I don't like Greta, but I like what she stands for, which is hypocrisy squared. Yeah, because she's going to all these seminars by train. Yeah, by train. Yeah, which is powered by electricity, if I remember. And she gets there by taxis and limousines. Yeah. But save the planet. Save the planet. Oh my God. It's just ridiculous. It really is. So yeah, everybody right now who's watching this, you should cut down on the resources that you use. But that's just common sense. That's just common sense. Otherwise, we will run out even quicker, and we don't want to reach a situation where there is mass panic and anarchy in the streets. I mean, nobody knows when it's going to run out. It's called fossil fuels because it comes from us. Unfortunately, we go into the ground and our fossilized remains produce fossilized fuels. It takes about 200 years for that to happen, apparently. And that's how fossilized fuels come into existence. It's not just us, it's other things that are put into the ground as well, you know, and it develops into fossilized fuels. But we've got no idea how long it's going to last for. A few years ago, they were saying, oh, it's all going to be finished by 2030. Then they changed that and said, oh, no, we'll probably be all right till 2075. Now they're saying, oh, could be okay now for another 100 years. Not quite sure, but we could be. So there you go. So yes, we should cut down. We should cut down. I still say that the biggest thing we could have done regarding cars to cut down would have been the hybrid car. I just think it was a genius idea to have a petrol engine and then you run it on the electric, and as soon as the electric went flat, you then started up the petrol engine and recharged the battery, and then off you go again on your hybrid car back to the battery. It was just such a genius idea. But no, they didn't want to adapt that. They wanted electric cars only, which means now you've got to basically go to the fucking charging unit and get the thing charged up. And if you live in a flat, that's pretty difficult. That's pretty difficult. I mean, I live in a house, so it's not too bad. If you live in a upstairs flat, how the hell are you going to get the charging point down to your car, which is out in the road? It's ridiculous, isn't it? So, but no, that's what they wanted. They wanted electric cars, when hybrid was the definite answer to this. Definite answer. Hybrid all the way. Because you are still looking after the planet, because you're only using a tiny bit of petrol. You're just using it until it charges up the battery, then you switch it off and you go back to the battery. Then there would be no charging points in the country because we wouldn't need them. How much does this fucking cost? All these charging points everywhere in the country. That must have cost billions of pounds. And they weren't necessary if everyone drove hybrid cars. That's what I don't understand. I just don't understand. We've been able to generate electricity in a car since the year dot. It's called the alternator on the car. It generates the electricity that powers all the components on your car, like your lights and everything else. Okay? We've been able to do that, I think, since Mr. Ford invented it back in whenever it was, 1904. That's what the alternator does. It generates electricity from the engine to power the lights and everything else in your car. That's why if you turn your engine off and leave your lights on, you'll end up with a flat battery. All the time the alternator's going around and it's putting charge back into your battery, it's keeping everything running, which is exactly the same way a hybrid car works. Yeah, it merely puts charge back into your battery, you then turn the engine off and then you run on the battery. Simples, absolutely simples. Why is the world so complicated when there's solutions that are easy? No, I've decided I'm going for Prime Minister. That's it, I'm done. Anyway. Let's go to the chat. Wow, we've got loads. Thank you all to everyone. I'm going to read these out quick. I'm going to go to the... I'm 1 hour and 18 already. I haven't even got to the ledge yet. Well, I'm going to read these out quickly. I felt it ironic that every time a track invasion happens, Ferrari wins. Brazil 89, Germany 2000, Britain 2003, Singapore 2015 and Britain 2022. That is quite ironic, I must admit. Bring back the old Österreich ring. Yes, indeedy. I'm with you. The lap distance they take from the track distance, not the lap time. Hence the Austria is 71 laps and Singapore is 61. Oh, thank you. It was terrible. Biggest show ever. Yeah. There is a week break after this one and it's France. Potentially the last ever French Grand Prix. And Hungary. Well, I won't miss Paul Richard, I must admit. I won't miss Paul Richard. F122 has too many glitches for PS4, keeps crashing all the time. I've heard that, Matt. I did actually report that to Codemasters, but I didn't hear anything back. But there you go. Bonjour, Mr. HRD. Welcome to the stream. And Mr. I Am Patriots here as well. He says, I'm playing F1 2006 right now. That's a good choice, sir. Good choice. Yeah, don't bother with any others. Just F1 2006 all the way. He says, Dave, hello, sir. Sounds like the origins of TV license. Yes, indeed. I didn't go to Silverstone. Stupid society stole my money. Oh dear. Oh dear. I can't see other people's comments for some reason. Could at the start. Oh, I don't know what's happening there, Jamie. I can see them all, mate. Actually, no. I was at Vale, third to last corner, so I didn't see Zor's crash, but saw the F2 crash and saw the double overtake. Fantastic. HRD says, however who? Exactly. Tiamat, exactly. I don't know who they are. Matt who? No, don't know who that is. Has to make it NASCAR-like. Real exciting races. Don't need safety cars. Exactly. Lewis Hamilton will never win a sprint race. I made a few comments and I didn't hold back. Talking of Twitter, Dave, I'll have to name drop my tweet reply later. Yes, you will have to, Jamie. You'll have to, yeah. Someone on Twitter posted a list about these end-of-world predictions and not a single one of them are correct. I know. Nostradamus said the world would end in 1999. That never happened, did it? No. By an invading, I've got to get this right, invading Arabian force. And the war would last 27 years and the world will be brought to annihilation. He predicted that back in 1508, I think it was. Yeah. Didn't happen. They probably use roller skates to get where they want. At the same time, Greta is just a puppet. Yes, she is. Lucky for me, I have a shit ton of extension plugs that I nicked from my parents and grandparents' houses over the years. Maybe that would help. Yes, it would. Loads of comments because I've entered my evening is ruined and now sat here wondering what to stream tonight. Welcome along, sir. Welcome along. Codemasters only replied to big YouTubers, not regular consumers, as we are seen as peasants. I know, and I am the biggest peasant of all, Mr. JW97. Yes. They won't even acknowledge me. They used to when I was, back in the day. But these days, I don't even get an acknowledgement from anyone at Codemasters anymore. Which is a shame. So I do put some good points across, but no. They don't care about the old bastard. Bugger off. Iron Paper says, Boris Johnson was found dope. What happened, Codemasters? Used to be about the games. They did, but unfortunately now they're all about the money and the microtransactions. You're not renewing Spa? That's me gone then. Yes. EA Sports. It's in your wallet. It is indeed. Right, well, I've been waffling on for ages. Ages. Absolutely ages. I better go and see whether the lads are going to be about. Let's have a look. Whew, thanks so much for the comments, everyone. Wowzers, that's been epic. Absolutely epic. Really has. If it takes you a long time to get through them, then you know you've had some good comments. Whew. I'm knackered now. I think I might have to lend the show to anyone that turns up here and let them take over for 20 minutes. Let's have a look and see if anyone's going to turn up. Right, okay. I've got to get rid of my camera. Do apologise, but it's the only way this works. But I know you can still see me. I have to do this all manually as well using OBS, so please bear with me. Right. But I know you can still hear me, so we're okay. Facebook, let's get rid of that one. He's no longer here. He won't answer. That one. I do apologise. whittled down the chat to 8 members, so I have to cross everyone out who's not actually going to join, and get rid of some that aren't actually active in the chat anymore. Right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we've got 10. Got 10. I've got to get rid of 2. Oh, we can get rid of that man because he never talks. And I've got to get rid of 1 more, lads. Got to get rid of 1 more. Oh, we've got 2. Oh, wait a minute. We seem to have 2 Carls in the chat. I've had to get rid of 1 of you to get me down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. Let's hope this bloody works, because we've had some failures. Have we not? Come on. Oh, it's working. Don't believe it. It's working. Let's see if anyone picks up. I've got to put the headphones on, otherwise I won't hear anyone because of my crappy setup. Because I'm not a big F1 YouTuber like Oliver. Well, if no one answers, I can wrap up the stream and say that's it. Good night. I'll have an early night. La 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 la. Beep beep. Oh, I don't think anyone's going to answer. That's it. That's it. I'm out of here. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. Could this be the first Hookster Talks where no one is going to pick up? It's ringing 8 people right now, and not one of them is picked up. Wow, this is exciting. Never had this happen before. They must be all upset over Boris resigning. They're just too upset to come on. They're like, no, please, no pictures, no camera, no. Come on, you assassin X. Someone answer the phone. Wow. On the day of Boris Johnson getting sacked as the Prime Minister, we can also include the fact that for the first time ever, we've called 8 people in this chat and no one has picked up the phone. This is one for the history books. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going there. Wow. Okay then, I think we can say that's a definite fail. Oh, wait a minute, no. Ah, Jamie, yes, you have saved me. You have saved me. I was just about to cut off and say for the first time ever, no one was on Hookster Talks, but you've saved me. Well done.
I did think that was going to happen, so I thought I'd bite the bullet and be the first one.
Well done. Well done. I do like the background you're rocking there, Jamie. I like the eerie darkness. It looks good. I like that. It looks
Well,
like
I'm
you're
actually in bed, so.
Oh, you're in bed. It looks like a Halloween movie. I like it. I like what you're doing there. Oh, it's gone. Oh no, someone else is coming. Oh, look at this. Look. What's the
What's up, Dave and Jamie?
that late gentleman? No, not Jamie, because he decided to come in. But late Donald, late. Come on. I've been ringing for ages. What's your excuse?
Just woke up.
Just woke up. Unbelievable. What can you say, Jamie? Just woke up.
I've only been up since 4 o'clock this morning.
I know. So, Donald, what do you think about our Prime Minister getting the sack?
Didn't even hear about it.
Didn't even hear about it? Oh my God, Jamie, I cannot believe it didn't even reach America. That's unbelievable. What can you say?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Their country is more fucked than ours, so they've got more stuff to worry about.
That's true. It's very true. I mean, they've still got to carry Biden, haven't they? Which is a problem.
Tell me about it.
Has he fallen off his bike again? Has he?
I wish he did more than just that.
I did make me chuckle, I must admit. It did make me chuckle.
I see you briefly talking about that, what was it? Not developers race, the other, whatever it was called.
Hang on, creators race, that's the one.
Creators race, that's the one.
Creators race, yeah, it was classic. Did you see it, Jamie? It was great, wasn't it? Loved every minute of it.
I watched it I sort of skipped through bits of it and watched it, but the bits I watched was just the worst thing I've ever seen. I
like that. I don't know who he was. I think he was one of the FIFA guys, Bateson or whatever. I mean, 2 corners, he just sent it from nowhere. And then the next corner, he just sent it again. And I'm like, well, you didn't have much luck the first time, son. So, doing it again is a bit stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't really get that, though, to be honest, having the FIFA guys on there. I know it's all EA and that, but it was a bit weird.
Yeah, having the FIFA guys playing F1, it was a little bit funny, yeah. But there you go.
But I've said it in group chats before. Alex Gillion is the worst YouTuber I've ever seen, and he's not even good at driving.
You heard it here first, everyone.
When he does his career thing on his channel, he spends half the time using flashbacks.
Really? Wow. I haven't seen any of his stuff, so I don't know what he's like. I see him on Twitter. I see him on Twitter a lot, making a lot of comments, but I don't actually watch his videos, so I don't know what he's what he's like.
But sorry, I'm gonna 1 second.
Ready for Austria this weekend, Dave?
I am. Did you get excited, Don, at Silverstone when Lulu overtook 2 cars? Did you like that move? Come on. You're a Lewis Hamilton fan. You must have loved that move. That was just classic.
I did.
Yeah, you did. There you go. See? I knew you would. Even I loved that move. I just said earlier, I was sat there, and as he did it, I went, "Get in there, Lewis!"
It's probably going to be a Red Bull 1-2 this weekend now, because
you reckon?
No, that Mercedes looks like they've got pace back, and that's pretty much all you need at Austria. So
yeah, we thought that at Catalunya we thought that at Spain too, and then they took 1 step forward and 5 steps back. It seemed like after Spain.
But there's a lot more corners in Spain than what there is in Austria. You know what I mean? they're gonna. I think they'll be all right. High speed corners, high speed. I think Lewis is gonna do all right this weekend. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Well,
but my thing goes Ferrari. Ferrari does it again. Like Max, after the damage, struggled. What did he end up? P7, right?
Yeah.
They fucked up. Ferrari fucked up again, and Leclerc only finished P4. Leclerc should have easily had the win on Sunday, and they failed to take advantage of a bad day for Max. And they could have gained 20 points. Instead, they only gained 5 or 6.
Yeah, I don't think he was very happy about it, was he? But what was I saying before? Oh yeah, Dave. You know that Alex Gillion, him and Tia Marduk, whatever his bloody name is.
Benjamin Daly. That's his name. That's his real name.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's easy.
You know, yeah, they do a thing together where they do a co-op season.
Oh yeah.
And it's absolute shite. It really is.
And I bet it gets thousands of views.
It probably does.
Yeah.
I always see it on, because for some reason he does it onto that. He does it on the Facebook thing. You know, the Facebook.
Oh, Facebook gaming. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah. That is brilliant. Facebook gaming is the best. Yeah.
I don't know. It always pops up on my Facebook. I think because I watched one video every time they go live or whatever, it pops their videos up as a notification.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Facebook gaming. I know at least 3 people view all those Facebook gaming videos. At least it's brilliant. Well, I remember on Twitter he said when he started that Facebook gaming offered him enough incentive to do that on Facebook gaming for the next 5 years. So how much cash did they offer him? It's just yeah. How much cash did they offer him to do that? To leave? He hasn't left YouTube, but he only does like highlights on there, stuff like that. So he does it all on that Facebook gaming. But yeah, they offered him enough to, as he put it, accelerate his career plans for the next 5 years. It's just, but I've heard so many complaints about Facebook gaming. It's unbelievable because they say that, yeah, and then they just dump you like a shitty stick, and you just left to your own devices and they don't do anything. They don't promote you or do anything. That's it. And then so many people have left it. It's unbelievable. It really is.
Yeah, it is poor, and the notifications are annoying when they pop up.
Yeah.
But what's his name? Benjamin Daly.
Benjamin Daly. Tiamat Marduk, as his YouTube channel.
I've raced against him online. He's not even that. He's not. I've been in the same lobbies as him before on old F1 games. He's not even that good.
Nah.
I don't understand how they fucking make it in the first place.
It's a combination of luck, appealing to the demographic, which is basically 15 to 20-year-olds who are currently going through college and school and stuff like that. That's the age group they aim for, and if you can get into that age group, then that's how they do so well. But a lot of it is luck, and a lot of it is like collaborations, because Tiamat Marduk, if he collaborates with other YouTubers, that's how they get their break, and that's how it all started. Well, they were all in one big group in about 2011. They were all sort of, all together, and that's how they all started. Yeah,
like you say, that's what him and Alex Gillion do. They just they do a thing where they do one race a week or whatever on the co-op mode.
Hey Dave,
yes.
Since Dave mentioned F1 games, I forgot to ask you your opinion of F1 22.
Which aspect would you like my opinion of? The actual gameplay or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My opinion is I'm surprised EA didn't screw it up. I am surprised.
I do. the actual core gameplay, I do like. It is an improvement on last year's game. You don't spin out on every turn like you did on 2021, which was ridiculous. So in that aspect, I do like the game. I think it's a game that's very light on content, judging by the fact that it's only a 52 gig game, and even I think last year's game was 85 gigs. So that tells you how much they've trimmed off. Now, obviously, there's no breaking point thing on it this year, so that could be a reason. But apart from that, once you get past the My Team and the driver career, there isn't a lot of other content there. You've just got that and the supercars, and that's about it. Because that my life thing.
I wish they kept it. I wish they kept the classic cars in the game. Do you think that's, I don't know, with EA now, do you think that could be a licensing issue?
It could be. It could be. That could be why they keep pulling all the old F1 games off the PSN store as well, probably due to licensing. But I wish they kept the classic cars in, because the supercars, as you saw on my stream the other week, Jamie, they're just rubbish, aren't they? Really are. And there's no need for them to be there.
Yeah, I was the one saying it.
Exactly.
I thought the F1 life was alright. Like, I don't mind that. Like, having your own little, that's EA. They always seem to do that in their games.
Yeah, I know, Don, but it's just an excuse to get money out of you by having those tiny little things like, you can buy a different colour pair of headphones and stuff like that. That's how they've introduced those little tiny microtransactions stealthily. That's what it is. It's stealthily put them in there so you don't sort of notice it. I don't agree with it. They've got their own currency in the game, the Pitcoin. So why don't you have challenges where you earn Pitcoins and then you can use that money, to buy stuff in the game, not using any cash? That's what they should do.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But to actually have to spend your own cash just to buy tiny little things is ridiculous. I mean, I thought
you can use Bitcoins to buy.
No, you can only use Pitcoins for anything that's actually inside the game. Anything outside the game, you can't use the Pitcoins, because I only ever buy the standard versions, and then later on, if there's like DLC for any of the games, I buy it later on because it's cheaper. Now, I think it was 2020, I had enough Pitcoins in like that virtual currency to buy the DLC, I think, on 2020. But when I went to buy it, it said, "Oh no, you can't use Pitcoins because that's only virtual money. You've actually got to buy the DLC." I think it was £8 or something. But I had enough to buy it as a Pitcoin. That's the stupid thing about it. Hello. We've got a. What's going on here? Who was that who's joined? I didn't see.
I have to get a chair. I have to get a chair, Dave, that's the appropriate size, because my webcam is, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you guys get it all lined up so nicely, but I can't do that. I have to go find a massive chair. It's
experience, Joe, experience, We're old hands. We've been doing this a long time now, haven't we, lads?
That's it. Like these newbies come in.
I can't get my chair right. Oh.
It's just because he's actually only like 5'2". But he needs a bigger chair.
He's not that tall, is he? I thought he was only 4'8".
No. I am in the exact same weight and proportions as Carlos Sainz.
Wow. You heard it here first, everyone.
So, Joe, I'll start with this. Since your babysitting duties are over with Dom, did you play any F1 yet?
I did a little bit Tuesday. But the week goes by so fast somehow. I don't understand how it happens. I think it's the child, Dave. I think the child's the problem.
Exactly. Well, there's always adoption, or whatever.
I don't think I can do that.
Mine's that I'm getting up at 4:00 in the morning for work, so
I like the child, Dave.
Well, that's good. I should hope you do.
I think I like the child more than F1 22. I don't know if I like the child more than F1 2020. I haven't decided. So that's kind of like the ratings.
That's bad that you feel that way.
That's the.
Well, I'm sure Madonna's on the hunt if you do change your mind.
Oh, I'm already married.
Yeah, I meant for the child.
Oh, Madonna likes to pick up kids?
She's got loads of adopted kids, hasn't she?
Oh yeah. Oh, and who's that other one? Angelina Jolie. Oh my God, she's got about 20, isn't she?
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Every year she just flies over
That's all
to
you're doing,
Rwanda and buys another one.
I can never get satisfied with the lighting situation here. And then you guys are so close to the camera, and
Joe,
why am I so far away?
Joe, I can never get satisfied in general, but moving on.
Because you're using a webcam, Joe. I'm using my phone. Dave's using a webcam that's obviously a lot closer to where he's sat.
Yeah. Yeah, my webcam is,
I'm using a phone,
is there.
obviously.
That's where my webcam is, right there.
How does that help me, Dave? What you just did, how is that a form of measurement?
Well, so you can see,
It's
look.
less than hard. It's arm's length.
Arm's length.
Arm's length?
Arm's length, yeah.
I
There
don't
you
know how
go.
long your arms are.
Well, they are, you know, I'm a standard man. It's a, you know, it's a standard man's arm.
Man. You should start your show with that. I'm a standard man.
Standard
Yeah, I
man.
mean-
The point is, Dave's camera is a lot closer than yours, Joe. That's the point we're getting at here. See?
There he is, yeah.
Yeah, but now I'm eating the television screen.
That's it, Joe. You got it. That's
got it.
perfect.
You got
But I
it.
can't see my own eyes. That's what weirds me out.
Joe, you've nailed it. That is perfect. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. We got to go.
It's not perfect. It doesn't feel perfect. Oh, Dave, real quick, I know a couple weeks ago we talked about my springs and stuff, and I think that hurt the ratings. Am I right?
Yeah, slightly. I did look at the analytics, and it did take a major nosedive as soon as you mentioned the word spring.
Okay, so I won't do that again.
No, please don't.
In your analytics, where did you see the numbers go up?
It usually goes up when you join. Actually, not to put make you a bit more big-headed, but when you join the number, but then rapidly dropped within about a minute. Unfortunately, so they were excited to see you at first, but after a minute, that excitement weared off.
So they're like a Labrador.
Exactly.
They disappeared quicker than the front of your hairline, Joe.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with my hairline. There's nothing wrong. It's a little thin, but you know what? It could be worse.
Joe, can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah, Dave.
I need you to answer me honestly now. Have you had a hair transplant? Ever?
No.
Ever?
No. I would like to.
Right. Okay. It's just that that bit of the front. Yeah, I've seen it on TV programs. It just looks like they've planted follicles in there. You know what I mean? Just that bit of the front. It's weird.
Yeah, it looks like how Wayne Rooney does when he had his done.
Yeah, exactly. It is weird.
My hair is super thin here, so what I have Steph do, see how thin it is? Yeah. I have her cut it longer here, and I try to comb it forward.
I'm with you.
But it's super thin there.
Super thin.
But see how it's thicker toward the middle?
Oh, yeah.
It's very thin in the front, so I just kind of comb it forward to try to, Yeah,
you haven't got that traditional hole in sort of there, have you?
No.
Yeah, that a lot of people, when they're going bald, that's how mine started. I had a hole right there, and it just got bigger and went like that, and then went bigger and bigger. But no, you haven't got that. So
no, I just got thin at the front, and I just kind of comb it forward a little bit, and
mine's just going grayer and grayer. So
you still look a damn sexy man, Jamie.
No, mate, look at that on top of that. That's fucking
I know,
grey, mate.
I know.
That's getting bad.
It's damn sexy, mate. I tell you. If I wasn't a heterosexual, Jamie, I'll tell you.
Well, I've always had some doubts, Dave.
That's got weird in a hurry.
Well, I've always had some doubts myself as well, to be honest.
Dave, I don't know what it is, but you look like.
Where's Dom?
Don't know what have you done to him. Is he still
Probably-
locked in your cellar?
Probably trying to figure out how to cook chicken.
Probably.
Dave, I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but you look like you've got something like hanging from your chin, like just a random. It looks like you've got.
Oh yeah, it's all right. Josh has mentioned that these headphones are really old, and look at the cable. Look, that's the cable.
Oh my
It's all got
God.
knotted up and it's all shit. So when it goes round there,
Jesus.
it sticks underneath. I look like an Amish man. See?
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd like put your little. I thought you'd left a bit of hair to grow and put it in the top knot. Sort of.
Yeah. Look, Joe's got a complex there. She's got bloody hair.
No, at least it's not. Well, it's not too bad over there.
Right, that's it, Joe. You can stop doing that now.
I just,
you're
you
all right.
know,
But yeah, I like F122. I think it's a playable game. That's it's a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
hopefully in 4 weeks, the other two of 2020 races, and then the week off, we're actually going to 22.
Yeah, come on, Joe. Spill
so,
the
so
beans.
far, you guys like it then?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. I
Driving,
want to.
driving wise, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, unfortunately, it'll just be down to like our secondary races being F2 races, but can live with that.
not bothered about that.
Because we don't have the classic cars to alternate like we've been doing, but that's
The
not
thing
a
is, with EA is they will, and that, like I was saying this to Dave earlier, they will update it all the time. I know they will, and there'll be some weeks when you play it when the car will feel different to the week before, because they'll keep on tweaking it. Because I've already seen they've already done something about the oversteer, haven't they? I see that in one of the patch notes the other day.
What patch note was this?
I think it was 1.3. I don't know. They released 1.5 yesterday or today. So.
I mean, the patches still have to be done by Codemasters, not EA.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, I mean.
Yeah, but maybe it's EA pushing them to do more, like their side of it, because, like I say, EA just fucking they do it constantly on all their games.
How many patches did 20 get? Do you know, Dave?
19.
19 patches over the course of what, a year or so?
Yeah. They did one really late. They did one just before Christmas. I remember that year. That was like the last patch, I think. Very unusual. Yeah. Everyone went, "What? A patch for 2020 at Christmas? What sorcery is this?"
And there's been 5 already for 22.
Yeah.
I think that's on par with what they normally do, if I'm not mistaken.
I suppose when a game first comes out, you usually get like minor tweaks and changes, but I just think they'll carry it on throughout. Like there'll be 1 a month minimum, sometimes 2 a month.
Well, I mean, so far, I mean, I like the game. It's different, but like I was saying to you guys, it's the only downside is that the F122 cars themselves are not as enjoyable to drive as I think the 20 cars were. But that's.
Well, the thing is, my opinion, the 22. I thought the 22 cars, I didn't like, but once you get used to them,
it's still a racing car.
I think they're fine. Yeah.
It's still a racing car.
I don't mind.
It's still a hell of a lot better than 2021.
Go by what Dave did last week on this. One of the big problems I have with 22 is the 3 drivers they put on the goddamn cover.
Oh, he's not going to let that go. He's not going to let that go. They dropped Lulu from the cover, Joe. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't get that. They just put a bunch of little kids on the cover.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's up with Leclerc, Lando, and Russell? Really?
Yeah, I'm sick of all this Lando crap. I don't know why everyone likes him so much. He seems like a little twit to me. You can quote me on that.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I just, you know, I just think he's really ugly. What do you reckon? I just really do.
Dave, I'm not judging these guys by the way they look.
No, I just think he's got an ugly face. To be honest, I'm not trying to say, you know, I'm beautiful. I've got even worse ugly face, but he just doesn't. He's nothing to look at, is he? Let's face it.
Well, he just hasn't gone through puberty, has he?
That's true.
Hey,
And
Joe.
then talking of having not gone through
What?
puberty.
Oh God.
Now you can bring this up when we start actually doing 22. With the lack of content with those classic cars and stuff, how we do F1 or F2 to classic cars each week. Maybe we can go back doing the mid-season break and maybe doing 100%er like we used to do.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff we can talk about and do. More importantly, Dom.
That's his.
I completely agree. I think we should switch back and forth between F1 22 and F1 2020 just to keep things interesting. You know what I mean? I think we should
No, we
switch
should not
cars
do that.
every week.
Listen, Dom, can you hold your horses? Does the front of my hair look okay to you? Is it obvious it's
Oh,
thin?
Jesus Christ, Joe.
You want my honest opinion? It looks thinner. It looks a little thinner than normal.
What do you mean it looks thinner than normal? Was this the last time you saw me?
Since the last time I saw you, I think the camera makes it look worse than it actually is, Joe. But yeah, the front does look a little bit thin. Hey, Dave, do you want some content, Dave?
Oh, always.
How much?
You want to know what I've been dealing with?
Oh my God, Dom, we got real problems here. We don't have time.
I've got real problems, okay?
What the hell is that?
I've got real problems. I've got a mop bucket on my shelf.
Oh, don't talk to Dave about mops and buckets on his
Yeah, I
shelf.
know.
You're talking to the wrong person.
Your roof's leaking?
Yeah, it was leaking. So, this is my dad called it a P-trap primer, and basically, this leads to my laundry room sink, which is directly above my little room here.
Awful content. Nobody is interested in Dom's plumbing.
Well, I mean, listen, Hookster Talks and like Dave TV is known for a variety of content, not just
And
where you can get Formula One.
We have a serious problem.
What's the serious problem?
Is it unethical to do a GoFundMe for a hair transplant?
It's not unethical, but good luck getting donators.
Do you guys want to donate to my forehead?
No.
I would donate all over it. Only if you flew to Turkey to get it though. It's cheaper.
I can't fly to Turkey. I can't fly anywhere. It's
Right. Well, then you can't have
Hey,
it.
Joe, where did Marty come from? I just noticed him behind you.
Oh, that's Kaylee.
Oh.
Dave, I think this is disgusting. I mean, Joe is using your platform that you worked so hard to build in order to promote his little fruity fundraiser for his hair. You know what I mean, Dave? People want real content. People want.
David,
Look at this, Dave.
Joe
I want you to
doing?
look at my camera. Where else can you find Formula One and plumbing within seconds of each other? Only on Hookster Talks.
True.
Dom,
I
do you
think-
even know what
I
year
think
that
we can
Red
fix
Bull
this.
car's from?
I think we can fix this for the low price, from what I've been Googling, for about 15 grand. Now, I think we
Oh
all
my God.
I think we all benefit if I have more luscious locks. What do you think, Dave?
To answer your question, Jamie, it's the 2013 Red Bull, I believe.
Oh, you believe? Oh, you have to actually look that up. You have to.
Oh,
look
wait. If my camera focuses, it says RB10 on it. Oh,
Right.
sorry, that would make it the 2014 car then.
Right. Yeah. So you've got.
Who was the
you've got that-
driver?
The driver was Mark Webber.
Mark Webber. Multi 21, Seb.
You sure you don't have a Vettel one?
Oh, actually, wait. Oh, it's got the number 1 on it. Maybe it is Vettel. No, wait. In 2014?
Man.
Oh, yeah,
Honestly,
maybe it is Vettel.
This kid,
It is
honestly.
Vettel, you dumbass.
Joe,
Jesus.
Oh,
Joe.
Because Vettel was a champion 10, 11, 12, and
Pissing the
13.
guys off. And right now, we're starting the fundraiser.
Joe,
And you keep yours
I
laying down, Dom.
Joe, I have a cheaper
Anyway, let-
alternative for you.
Let
What's
Dave
that?
speak.
Yeah.
I have a cheaper alternative for you, Joe.
No, Dave, no. It's not that bad, Dave. It's not that bad.
Honestly, Joe, yeah, $9.99 on Amazon.
No, come on. That's ridiculous. It's not
what you-
not that bad. It's
It's what you need, Joe. I'm sorry.
I completely agree with Dave, Joe.
Dom, let's see your freaking hairline, you asshole. I saw it in person. Pull your hair back, you fool. Oh, look at that. Where the hell's that going? Whoa. Hang on a
Going
minute.
north.
Yeah, it's
But you
yours is-
see, my hairline is receded quite a bit, but where I do have hair, it's really thick.
Yeah, you
and
just
I
combed it over. You
I-
do the same thing. It's just mine is shorter because it's, I just cut it last week. You're just combing it over. I saw you get a haircut. You're cheating.
Yeah, who gave me my haircut, by the way?
My wife?
What did she say about my hair?
She said that your back hair and your head hair connect in the middle.
What else did she say about my hair?
She Well, I
She
can't say that.
She said it was.
No,
She said it was very luscious and thick.
No. You can't say what she said on Dave's stream because it'll get us in trouble.
I can't believe we're just talking about fucking hair.
Well, this is your freaking fault, Jamie, because you come over here with your little freaking pompadour thing you got going on, and you're all like, "Hey, Joe, you want to get a hair transplant?"
Yeah, I didn't
Well-
think then that'd be the topic of conversation for the next half hour, did I?
Well, because listen, guys, I thought my hair was in fairly good shape, all things considering. It was a little thinner a few years ago, Jamie, before the finasteride.
Well, I think right now in this voice chat, I think Don the man here has the best hair.
That's not
I
fair.
do have to
It's
say.
on his face.
Take off your. Oh yeah, you
Oh,
can't compete with that.
that's like a stallion's hair. That is. That's like a stallion.
Yeah, we can't
Unbelievable.
compete with that, Don. Sorry,
Yeah,
we can't compete.
he's like an Arabian stallion. Come on, Dom. I want to see you go like that. Take your hat off and go like that. And then go from
we
side
don't
to
need
side.
to do all that. And we also don't need to be talking about fucking hair for the whole Hookster talk.
Yeah, you're right. What? Maybe we could talk about some. I don't know. I'm thinking outlandish here, but maybe we could talk about some Formula One content. Hey,
Don't
Dave.
be stupid. Don't be stupid. We don't do
Yeah,
that
Dom, I
here.
just, I,
Don't be
Dom,
silly.
I
wanted to
just
talk about
asked you
Formula
about
One
some
content,
Formula
but we
One,
can call it
and you
you.
didn't know what car was on your shelf. So
Yeah. Don't embarrass yourself.
it's trying to think. What can we talk about that Dom might know something about?
Boys.
Yeah.
No. No, I don't
Dom,
know any.
Dom, in all seriousness, I was gonna buy you a game.
Why?
No, I want to buy you a game, and what I want to do, me and you, okay, or just you mostly. I want you to live stream while you play this game, okay? Okay, you ready for it? I want you to look it up on Steam. It's on sale.
Shit. Where's...
I'm gonna
Please,
buy
please.
this for you. I'm gonna buy this.
Please be what I think it's going to be.
Is it
Okay.
Steam?
It's on Steam. Okay, hang on. Let me
This
get the
is,
camera back.
this is going to be what
Oh.
I'm hoping.
Yeah,
Please be what I think this is going to be.
I want you to search
I'd be worried if I was Dom.
Dream Daddy.
Oh, no, it's not that.
Okay, I want you to search Dream Daddy. Okay, and you guys tell me, do you want to see Dom play Dream Daddy live streamed? Dream
Dave,
Daddy. A
Can
dad
you pull it
dating-
up on your Dave? Can you pull it up on your stream? The preview to Dream Daddy. I have no idea what this game is.
It's Dream Daddy. It's a dad dating simulator.
Wait, am I a dad who dates,
Yeah.
or do I date dads?
You're a dad that needs to date dads.
Wait, dad that needs to date other dads, or dads that dates like chicks?
No, there's no chicks. This is Dream Daddy. It's exactly what you think. Dom, listen to me. Listen to me. Come on. I saw the video for this, and I was like, my God, I have to see him play this.
No. What if my dad walked in watching me play
What
that?
difference does it make?
Well, then it's meant to be.
Whatever, man. Just tell him it was a gift from one of your friends. You know, the song is like "Dream Daddy, Dream Daddy." It's. Dave, you got that up there yet?
Yeah, I'm just getting it.
This is better than what I thought it was going to be. I thought you was
Yeah,
going
no,
to talk about.
this is unbelievable, Jamie. I so badly want to see
Yeah,
Dom.
Jamie, what did you think Joe was gonna pick?
I thought you was going to talk about that new cat game.
You build your own like middle-aged gay daddy, and then you go out and you meet other daddies. And I want to see how the story progresses. I want to see what daddy.
You don't. You just want to see me play it for the chance that somebody's going to walk in on me.
Can you see it, Dom?
No, honestly, I'm gonna play it too. I think I'll play it.
Can you do multiplayer? Can you team up?
I don't know.
Can you see it, Dom? Can you see it on the screen?
What, we team up
Yeah.
to get daddies? Okay. So I'm looking at the I probably spent 20 minutes looking at this.
Yeah. Jamie, why would they need to play a game for that? Dom's over Joe's house enough to have that in
Yeah,
reality.
Joe, you're acting like a dream daddy. You are a dream daddy.
Okay, Dom, I don't know how to recover from what you just said to me. That makes me incredibly uncomfortable. Let me try to get it. How do I get it over here on the side?
I'm sorry, Joe. You can do all the convincing you want. I just don't think I'd be interested in the
What's
game.
the
Like
matter,
that.
Dom?
This looks like an excellent game.
Not because of like the specific source content. It's just the genre of game. Like I don't like role-playing dating games. Like it's just not for me.
Dom, listen. Here's the deal. On Hookster Talks, you either play this game or you admit you're homophobic. And I don't like the way that sounds.
This has nothing to do with homophobia. This has just everything to do with the genre of game. Because I'm interested in strategy games. I'm interested in racing games. I'm not interested in like playing The Sims. You know what I mean?
This isn't The Sims. From what I
like
tell,
The Sims.
You played The Sims, Dom. Don't lie.
Dave, the game is 69% off on Steam. You see what they did there? You see what they did there? Dom, I'm telling you. Listen, is there any literature on this? Because I'm looking at the daddies right now. Here, I'll put a picture of the daddies in the chat. And I'm not making fun of this in like a jerk way at all. I assure you. I want to see, because Dom's obviously heterosexual, so watching him work his way through how to deal with different gay daddies, I think would be funny, because it's completely a culture thing for him. So, but let's see, how do I put this in the chat, Dave?
I think like him and Jeffy should play it together.
Oh, I can share my screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Just give me a second. Right now, no.
How about now?
It says Joseph started.
Joseph start. Yes, yes. Now.
All right. So look. All right. So.
Oh wow.
This game looks really fucking gay.
It is gay, Dawn. Obviously, look at all these daddies. Look at this guy on the right. This is like Irish daddy. Oh man.
Oh man. I don't know.
Oh my god. So, all right. I gotta make these daddies big. Hang on.
Jesus Christ.
Don, the one on the right in the green jacket looks like you.
Oh my god. You can get this on the Switch? My god, they got this thing everywhere. All right, hang on. PS4, Dom. You could do it on your PS4.
That's actually perfect because then I can use my PlayStation camera.
Forget it. I think I found a better game. Holy
wow,
shit.
I don't know.
All right, forget it. That's not as funny. Coming out on top doesn't seem as funny as Dream Daddy. Oh, hang on, we're going the wrong way.
You know what, Joe?
What?
If
You want to play Dream Daddy?
if you get me Dream Daddy, I will play Dream Daddy and stream it only for entertainment purposes.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna get you a PlayStation card, and I'm gonna get you Dream Daddy. Or better yet, because I want to play Dream Daddy, how about we do this? Do you mind if I buy it on one of my other accounts, and then I'll give you the password and everything so you can log in and play it on that account? That way, when you're done, I can play Dream Daddy because I want to find my own daddy. And
Okay.
I want to see if we end up with different daddies at the end of this experience.
This is really this got weird since
It's all right.
Dom
Fair.
and Desmond.
Like I have a feeling in a competitive sense, because I'm a competitive person, I'm gonna be better at roping in the daddies than Dom.
Joe, can you see if it's multiplayer? Because then, like, you know,
I love how Jamie.
We could all be doing
Jamie
one of
wants
these.
in on this daddy
a
action.
4-way
Yeah,
daddy adventure.
because imagine, like, we could all go to a club and we'd all be competing over the same daddy.
Holy shit, can you imagine an ERL night instead of playing Wreckfest, we're playing Dream Daddy?
All right, let's see. Is Dream Daddy multiplayer? Let's see. Single player. Unfortunately.
Oh, damn.
All right. One of the questions on Google is, can you date all the dads? You can't end up with all the dads. Oh, man. All right. Well, it says there's spoilers. I don't want to know. But no, you can't have all the daddies. Dave, what is your thoughts on this idea?
I think Dom should do it. I got a message in the chat from Matthew D'Souza. He says Dom's live streams are amazing, to be honest.
Okay,
Thanks,
can you ask Matt what he thinks about my hair?
Well, he did actually answer that earlier. He said it's F1 Games PlayStation, not F1 Hair Station.
Oh.
And
Well,
he
I mean,
says-
that doesn't really answer.
And he also says
Joe's question.
try not to stress too much. It's the cause of hair loss. But he also
Good
says
advice,
hair
Matty.
looks good for 30 years old, to be honest. Well, Joe's going to be happy with that because he's definitely not 30, but well done. And, and Mr. HRD says you don't have nits, so stop checking.
Okay. So nobody in the chat is supportive, it appears. Well, anyways, there's the Dream Daddy simulator.
You got me excited now. I want to play Dream Daddy.
Yeah, where's my telephone? I want to play the song for you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where the fuck is my phone? I gotta hang on one second.
I think the dog wants to get out of the room.
I want to play the free PlayStation game this month. What's it called? Man of
Medan. Yeah, I actually just downloaded Crash Bandicoot 4 because it's the other one.
Yeah.
The other free game this month, which is really cool.
But that Man of Medan, I've never heard of it before, but it looks cool.
At launch. It's a fun game just to play and beat, but I'm not like me. I platted the Insane trilogy, and
nice.
4 is just too hard.
4 is too hard. Yeah.
Well,
I
because now you have, because they added this extra shit. Not only do you have to get all the boxes, you have to do all the boxes without dying once for the perfect gen.
Oh shit.
Let me see if I can get the song here from the trailer of Dream Daddy.
Don, how many platinums do you have? Do you know off the top of your head? I can check for you if you don't know, because I'm on my PlayStation now. But
I think it's about 686. I
Dave,
think.
can I show this, or will you get in trouble?
No, you can show it. I don't want to tie to streams anyway, so don't worry. That looks like me.
But no, Dom, if you want, you can look to double check.
It's Dom.
That's right.
It's Dom, right?
The song is just incredible.
The only thing I gotta do, and Don, all right, that's enough of this gay shit. Joe.
Okay, sorry. I just want you to hear the song.
Don, have you got a green shirt at all? Because that one at the end definitely looks like you.
What's wrong, Dom?
Holy shit, Don! You weren't kidding. You have 684 platinum trophies?
What is this, a middle school conversation? What the hell just happened here?
That's freaking unfathomable.
All right. He's got a lot of middle school lunchroom cred. Can we focus on Dream Daddy?
Holy shit! No, like you guys don't understand. You guys don't understand. Like Don the Man. This is Don the Man's stats.
Jesus Christ.
He has more bronze trophies than I do all trophies combined. I think I just screamed my pants a little bit. Holy shit. No, that's pretty impressive.
I'll have the F-122 plat once I finish 100 online races.
Yeah. Wow.
What, you've already got all the other ones?
Impressive.
Yeah, so my single player trophies are done.
God damn.
I got some trophies too.
Yeah,
What?
Nobody's interested, Joe, about your trophies.
I'll be doing the PS4 stack of F-122 as well.
Like, damn, you even got the... What date did you get the GT7 trophy?
What's going on?
Day...
What is going on right now, Dave? What the fuck is going on?
It's
May 23rd.
It's Dominic
Holy
Envy
shit.
time.
Don, you got the platinum trophy for GT7 in like 2 months. That's crazy.
and
Holy shit.
because the game came with the PS4 version, I got the PS4 one too.
Holy shit.
Well, that was mainly an auto pop, the PS4 version, because all your information saved online.
Oh, you and I both have Spyro the Dragon and Spyro 2 platinum trophies. Respect.
Yeah.
I didn't do Spyro 3 though.
That's the easiest one because you don't even have to beat 100% the game.
Yeah, you just have to do like little tasks and stuff like that. Oh, there we go. What else did?
That game steep right above the Spyros, that was a rough platinum.
Hold on.
Where I got a Sega Nomad here, Dave.
Nice, Joe. Nice.
Steep? Oh wait, no, never mind.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that was
favourite
hard.
game, that is.
Oh yeah, I played Steep with Joe for like 5 minutes one day.
Yeah, Joe plays every game for 5 minutes, then goes to another game because he got the attention span of a squirrel, apparently.
See, Don the Man, he doesn't do that. When he plays a game, he respects that game and plays it to completion.
I just can't stay focused for very long, and I have to go to the next thing.
Wow. That's crazy.
All right.
I don't think I've ever got a platinum trophy.
I'm getting extremely trophy self-conscious.
Oh yeah, let's look at Joe's.
No, don't look at mine.
Yeah. Let's look at Joe's. Let's see. Let's go down to. Oh, hold on. Did we pass him? Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. Joseph David play last online over a year ago. Wow, we haven't seen that guy in a long time. Well, let's see here. Let's go to view profile. And, 0 platinums. Let's see what his most completed game is. Ooh, there's my.
Next time Joe puts his PS5 on, he's gonna have about 50 friend requests now.
Because MotoGP 21, because I don't really play MotoGP online like that. I basically play them, get the plats, and I'm done. Since they were just on sale for $7, a PS4 copy and a PS5 copy, those will be my next two that I'm doing.
Okay.
Can you compare my trophies to Dawn?
I can't compare yours to. Hold on.
What's my most completed game? What am I good at?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to sort by. Sort by like completion percentage.
Just keep scrolling down. It won't take that long.
Yeah,
You
keep
ain't got it.
scrolling down. Apparently, I suck, so it shouldn't take.
Well,
time.
Final Fantasy VII Remake's at 45%.
Yeah.
47 for Rocket League. Okay. 47 for Scrabble. Okay, Scrabble only has like 7 trophies. And you literally get a trophy for like spelling like a 6-letter word or something.
All right, we know, we get it. Keep going.
Don't Starve Together. We played quite a lot of that. Okay, Monopoly's another one where you get like 7 trophies in the whole game.
Keep scrolling.
Let's see here. Oh, Gran Turismo. That's respectable. That's a respectable percentage. Gran Turismo 5 for the PS3 is at 61%. Gran Turismo 6. Oh, look at that. I got my platinum for GT6, but unfortunately, Joe only completed a third of the game. Yikes. Okay. Oh, Monster Energy Supercross. You got 1% there. I think you're
Would you
currently...
just launch it? Would you just launch Monster Energy Supercross and?
Yeah, I don't know.
Much. If you ever hang out at my house, Don, that's pretty much what happens. I just play a game for about 7 minutes, and then I move on to another one, and another
I
one.
have a plan for Supercross, Supercross 2, Supercross 3, Supercross 4 for PS4 and PS5, and Supercross 5 for PS4 and PS5.
Tom, keep going. There has to be something that I've completed.
What's Concrete Genie?
It's none of your goddamn business, is what it is. Keep going.
Okay, wait. Have you played these PS Vita games?
Yeah, for a split second.
Okay, that's really cool. That's cool that you're playing PS Vita. Resident Evil Village at 31%.
You didn't plant that, Joe? Village?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, come on, Joe. This shit was easy.
Games.
Not really. Mercenaries.
Spider-Man. I think Steph played that more than you.
Just Dom, keep going. There's got to be one with like 90 somewhere. Keep trucking down. This is
16s. There's Final Fantasy Remake at 40%. Okay, not bad. Not really anything to gawk at here. Oh, wait, Astro's Playroom.
No.
The easiest fucking game ever.
I don't even know if it's a game. It's just
it's a game that came with the PS5 launch. It was on your PS5. It was free for PS5. That was a game you got for free for just.
Okay. Oh, Spiritfarer. That's a nice game.
Basically, they put that game on PS5 for like to show off basically the PS5's motion controls with the controller.
Oh, okay. Spiritfarer, 58%, pretty good. Oh, Visage. Okay, yeah, this is like a horror game, 75%.
75%. I almost platted that.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, almost. And I almost won at Bahrain that one time before I ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Almost only counts in horseshoes.
Yeah, Joe.
Okay.
Monster Jam, Steel Titans, 41%. Oh, I don't know.
A lot of zeros.
Lovers in a Dangerous Space Time at 10%.
Honestly, this looks like somebody with ADD.
The Playroom, 33%. We haven't seen anything in like the 80s or 90s. Resident Evil 4 at 31%. Oh, here we go. The Park at 80%. Another horror game.
All right. Getting there.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of like 1%, 0%, 4%.
I start a lot of games. That's something.
Oh, okay. Back to the Future episode 5 out of time at 60%. Oh, 80%. Right. Okay, episode 4, Double Visions.
I beat the game.
Hey, guess what, Dom? All those episodes, because they made an episode in each list, they're all 100% from me.
Ah, nice.
Plus the full game when they released that, the platinum.
Where's Dave?
I don't know. He got upset at my inability to complete the games.
All of the episodes that you platted, Don, he seems to only get 75, 80%.
No, it was just 100%. It's not. They didn't. This separate episodes didn't have plat. Only the full game did.
Oh man, this one's gotta hurt. Daytona USA, one of the greatest PlayStation 3
Just
titles.
keep going.
And one of the easiest plats in the world.
Come on.
I know.
Another Back to the
no
Future.
skill whatsoever. It
World
was
of-
stupid easy.
World of Outlaws, Sprint Cars.
That was another easy one. World of Outlaws Sprint Car.
Batman Arkham City at 43%. Heavy Rain. I think Heavy Rain would actually be pretty tough unless you looked at like walkthroughs and stuff like that.
What's tough
This
is
was
watching you get through this list to find something I've platted. You know,
You didn't plat anything, Joe.
I must
You
have
didn't
been
plat.
so close.
No, I mean, okay, yeah. Now that's all the games that you've played. Now it's just showing me all the games that I've played.
So the best I've done is Back to the Future at 80%.
I think so.
How many platinums did Don have?
Don, he had. Hold on. I can actually change player. There we go. Don the man. Don has. Wait, no, he's level 808. There we go. He has 684 platinum trophies.
I've only got
Incredible.
228 trophies.
Hey, Dom, if you actually scroll down my list, you'll see duplicate stats.
What do you mean duplicate stats?
Like, go down. Keep going. It's showing you.
Like close to the bottom?
Like Marty, Guardians of the
Outriders.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean. Like Guardians of the Galaxy for
And you
both
went up,
PS5
you,
and PS4.
you saw a game called Zippy, for example.
Yeah, Zippy. Oh wow. Level.
One's the US, the North American version, and one's the UK version.
This is a little disturbing. I'm trying to process. Look at Jamie's face. This is a lot to process.
Dom, can I
This
ask?
is a lot to process, Don.
Don, can I ask? A question?
I didn't know this about you,
Yeah.
Don.
Right, Dom,
Yeah,
stop
I
talking
have
a minute.
Not
Davis
only do I have my main account, I have a UK,
Dom,
a China, a Hong Kong account, and a Japanese account.
Don,
What were you trying to say, Dave?
is this still your original PlayStation 4?
Huh?
The games that you've played so many of, obviously to get platinum, you've got to play the game, and it takes a long time. So are you still playing on your first original PS4?
See
That's what I'm
those
asking.
Zippy games? Like, for example, those Zippy games took 5 minutes.
Right, okay. But to get 684 games,
How many
platinums,
consoles have you burned through? to
exactly,
do
that's
this?
what I'm saying. Yeah, thank you, Joe.
I have one PS3 I got in 09 that still works. I have my launch PS4 that still works, and it's actually hooked up right now, and my PS5.
So
So
you
none.
you
The only thing
you
I had
haven't
to
even
change,
gone.
the only thing I had to get new of is controllers.
So you haven't even gone. You haven't even gone through one PS4 getting all those trophies.
No.
That's incredible.
Yeah, where the fuck do you have the time to do this?
Don't you think that's incredible, Joe? That you're still on the same PS4 though.
Well, no, I think it's more than incredible. I'm a little perplexed as to the timing of all this.
Yeah, the timing as well has got to be. Yeah, I can't work it out either.
How in the world? Like, even if you played games every day, how could you do this? I don't have any of this. Dave, I don't even play video games. I think I just turn them on and shut them off. I think I just fire
That
them up.
reminds me,
And shut 'em off
Dom.
again.
Seeing that PS5 Skyrim on that list, I got to do that again.
Oh yeah, I think I passed that one. It was like towards the beginning.
So, Don, on average, how long from start to finish does it take you to get a platinum on an average game? In
Well,
hours?
it depends. Every game's different. Like some games, it's, for example, 10 hours. Some games, it's a 20-hour plat. GT's.
I don't even play 20 hours in a week, I don't think.
That's fucking crazy. No, honestly, I know what you're saying, Dave. Like this week, I raced on Monday. I think I played F1 22 for about 15 minutes, and then the baby woke up on like Tuesday.
The longest stretch I probably ever played a game, though, was when I was grinding the ranks in the plat F1 2010. My buddy helped me because, like, by then the newer F1s already came out, and he was like, I wasn't really big of a trophy hunter then, and he was like, you should, because I played F1 2012 or something was the first F1 game I actually played. He was like, you should go back and play all the F1. I was like, cool, help me get to rank 50 on F1 2010 online. So, and you put the hardest difficulty with the AI. You pick the shittiest car, you do a full season, and with 3 laps, no rules, so you're able to corner cut the quickest way. Obviously, not legit rate, but I played probably from like it was a Saturday into a Sunday morning. Me and my buddy started at noon, Saturday afternoon, and we stopped at 4 a.m. Sunday, only taking a 15-minute break for food. That's probably the longest I've played. Just doing 3-lap races over and over at Canada, actually.
Shit.
So, Don.
It took that long to get from rank 26 to rank 50 on F1 2010 online.
So Don, I need to understand this. So, the moment you get a brand new game, is the first thing you do check the trophy list?
No, not all games I go for trophies. There's incomplete games that only have a handful.
All right.
Me too.
Yeah.
But certain games, like F1, for example, NASCAR, I'll always plat them because I have every plat for them.
I'm gonna plat something, Dave. I'm gonna plat something so hard.
I want
this
to plat
weekend.
something now as well. It's ridiculous. I'm actually scared I could leave the earth like tonight and not have a platinum trophy. That's genuinely concerning me now.
Hey, Joe, you could plait the front of your hair.
Oh! Hey, Dom.
Yeah?
Have some of this, Jamie.
Sorry, Don. I didn't hear you. I was distracted by Joe's ass.
I said plat.
For what? Chinese food?
Yeah, breakfast and so I'll plat that. Easy
Can I
as
have,
shit.
Can I have the General Tso's chicken? Yeah.
Get a platinum cheeseburger.
Yeah, I don't want the egg roll. the steak on a stick thing. Yeah.
Oh my god. I just looked through my games a minute ago. The game I completed most was Destiny. And actually, when I looked at it, because I've never bothered looking at trophies, I only needed 2 really easy trophies to get that for some reason I haven't got, and I would have completed Destiny. But that's about the only one.
Dom.
Oh, I have both of them. I have played Destiny 1 and 2.
Yeah, look at my F1 games, Don, and just to put a reference to this, okay, don't forget, I play these every single day for the YouTube channel. And
yeah.
So go to my list for the F1
Okay,
games.
so this is Dave Hook on the on the left here, and I'm on the right. But let's look here. So we got 64% on F1 2020. 2021 is 35%. GT Sports at 29%. F1 2019 is at 60%. 2018 at 57%. 57% again for 2017. Let's see here. 2016 at 81%. That's really good. Oh,
Dave, I only have 7 more trophies than you.
David,
overall.
Yeah.
Dave said I should shave my head. Do you think that's accurate? Do you think the camera's just making my hair look thinner? Can you tell the guys that from a distance?
Joe, you've just gone into our Steph to say that, haven't you? When you disappeared off camera.
I didn't. Did I ask you to say that, Steph?
You come back as Mark Wahlberg.
So can you just tell these fools that my hair is better in person? It's probably just the lighting. Can you hear her?
Yeah, I barely heard her. Dave, how is this truck racing game? Is it pretty good?
It's not too bad. The trucks are a little bit difficult to handle, getting them around the corners because they're trucks, obviously. But yeah, it's all right.
Racing a giant semi-truck makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, F1 2013 for the PS3 is only at 23%. Maybe it wasn't a very good game. I don't know.
It was all right.
2014.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
Sorry, yeah.
That one was horrible. Where's 2015? I must have completed that.
2015 we passed. It was
that's got to be pretty high. I've done
it was
that
up here, 55%.
Yeah. I've done that loads of times.
Daddies.
You know what game I'm really interested in seeing how many trophies you got, Dave?
What's that?
Micro Machines.
Shut up! Is it on there? Is it on there? I bet it is.
I'll see if it's on here.
Yeah.
Sonic Mania, you played a little tiny bit. Like you pulled a Joe Plant and you only got 4%.
I did a Joe Plant on that. Yeah, 7 minutes.
Don't call it a Joe Plant. A lot of people don't.
Oh, look at that Tomb Raider Anniversary, 44%.
Yeah, I love that game.
Lara Croft Go. Look at that. You had another Lara Croft game here.
I'm all about the Lara Croft, mate.
Loves a bit of Lara Croft.
Yeah.
I got that plat. Lara Croft Go.
Nice. 2012, 36%. 2011 at 50.
Yeah.
2010 at 46. I'm surprised. Only 46% considering how long you guys played that game.
Yeah, but I basically only played it online.
While you're on F1 2010, the first one for Codemaster, that was by far the hardest one out of them all.
It actually wasn't the first one from Codemasters.
Here it is.
Don't, Dom, don't. I'm so disappointed about that game. Just stop laughing. It's not funny. I had so much expectation for that game. It's unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty rough.
No, shush. They've actually shut it down now. You can't play against other people, only against AI, because there wasn't anyone playing it. So they shut
you couldn't play against the AI when it was new.
Dave, you didn't finish Grim Fandango?
So upset.
Dave didn't finish Grim Fandango?
I don't think I started it, to be honest.
He didn't start it, yeah, but 70% on Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. That's a pretty good one. A lot of zeros here, but it's okay.
They're all just free games off the PSN.
Let's see here. Tomb Raider, good old Tomb Raider.
Resistance 3 was a fun platinum. It sucks that they stopped making those.
So mathematically here, Don, do you watch movies and stuff too?
Yeah, when racing's on, the PS video games don't exist. I do.
I'm just not managing my time appropriately.
Here's what I used to do, but I slowed down a lot lately.
Oh, fucking A! You slowed down. You fucking slowed down.
I worked. You know how I work 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. right?
I don't know how. I don't know how you do any of this.
Here's what I used to do. I used to come home, start playing at like 7:30. I would play until about noon, roughly. Then I would sleep for about 4 hours, wake up and play for another 5, and then go to work. And do that every day during the week.
All right, so this is how I play games.
And then
I gotta drag myself over there, and then I gotta motivate to do it, and then I shut it off.
Monday, Monday I don't really do shit because it's my day off. So that's my day. I usually play all day.
Oh. Okay,
go and have a look at mine.
And then I just stop what I'm doing to hop on for ERL now.
The last game that I think I finished was a PC game called what was it called? Let me see here. The last video game that I actually finished was last year. It was a PC game called how was it called? Lust from Beyond.
Sounds like you played that after your daddy dated.
Trophies, GT Sport.
Hold on. Yeah, GT Sports up here. I was looking actually at the hours played.
I would not plat that game now. That's for sure. I have it, but I would not do it now if I didn't have it. Because there was an exploit you were able to do for XP. Like now, it just takes too long to get to 50.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Like you would give the AI on the hardest difficulty, and you would pick this with the fastest cars, and you would pick the slowest car in the game, and then you'd pick the Nürburgring, the one with the extension that has the Nordschleife plus the the F1 part.
Plus, yeah, the 24-hour layout.
And what you would do, there was a glitch. It was a 2-lap race, but you would just pass pit entrance, like where the commitment line is. You would spin and hit that line sideways, and what it will do, it basically teleported you a full lap, and all you had to do was cross the line to win.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I think it was like reversing in the pits allowed you to do that. Yeah.
No, you had to spin. You had to go in sideways.
Like sideways? Oh, okay. Yeah, pretty wild stuff. But yeah.
But no,
sorry to cut you off there. My phone's at like 3%, so I gotta charge it. It's gonna die.
Yeah, Dave's on a lot later than you.
Yeah, I've got to break off. I've been on here for 2 hours and 42 minutes now. So.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, I'm about to probably play MotoGP until I go to work.
So I'd just like to say thank you, gentlemen. It's been very enlightening. And Dom, you are the man.
My PS5.
You are the man, and I can't work it out.
All right.
Joe, you got to come back. Gentlemen. We're going now. Joe, come back. We're going.
Didn't even look at my stats, Dom.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. I'm sorry. You know what? You'll get a special next week. It'll just be your stats.
I'm going to have to play some games before you do that. No, I did notice I've got 7 more trophies than what Dave has. So
nice.
All right.
Oh, funny. I just got the F122 update.
Joe, we're going. Come back.
Hey, for the record,
when the stream started, I was in bed, and now it's fucking 11:45, and I've got to get up at 4:30.
I know.
Hey, I cannot wait to delete that fucking game off my PS5. F1 2020 I was referring to. See, Dom, I wasn't lying. PS4 and PS5 of MotoGP 21.
Ah, okay.
Just see if there's any final messages or whether everyone's fallen asleep. Matthew says, is it possible to see total hours played? I think it is, Matt, but only on the PS5. I haven't seen that on the PS4.
Yeah,
I don't think you can,
That's
can
the
you?
game you want to see total hours for.
Yeah, you can't do it on the PS4 though, can you, Don?
I don't think so.
No, I haven't seen it on there. Glory to someone says, yeah, Micro Machines was shit. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. It was. I remember.
I only played F1 22 for 23 hours. I thought I played more than that.
Matt says, Don has 50% more platinum trophies than I have games.
So my total game count is at 500 even right now.
Oh shit. Yeah, my phone's about to die, gentlemen, so I do have to head out.
Okie dokie. Thank you very much for joining us tonight on Hookster Talks.
Oh,
Thank
here
you,
comes
Dom.
Joe.
Joe, we're going.
Bye.
Joe, you're back.
Later, Joe.
We're
Bye.
going,
Bye,
Joe.
guys. Thank you for having me on.
We're all going, Joe. We're all going.
Oh my god.
All right, later, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
jeez.
Thank you. Thank
Yep.
you.
I got a complex now. I got a
Okay.
complex now.
Me too. I'm going to do some gaming in a minute because I need to catch up seriously.
Later, guys.
See you
See
later.
you Monday.
Bye-bye. Bye.
F1 22 session needed.
Yes. Bye, everyone. Bye.
All right.
Wow, that was epic. Whew. Thanks so much for everyone who's still awake and still joining me. That's the end of the Hookster Talks for today. I'm actually talking a bit quieter because the time's getting on. Thank you to Glory to someone. He says he's off to get 54 different cancers. Utterly disgraceful. Thanks to you for being in the chat. Matthew D'Souza. Sorry I didn't get all your comments out. As you know, it's pretty difficult when lots of people talking to get a word in edgeways. How many trophies they've got? Not a lot, Matt. Not a lot. He's sticking with 2 until dawn. Yeah, go for it. And I think it's over. So thank you very much to Matthew D'Souza, Glory to Putin, to Mr. HRD, who was also in the chat tonight. Who else did we have? Scott Barnes was in there. Just JMO was in there as well. JW97, the Iron Patriot was in there. And I think that was everyone. If I've missed anyone at the start, I apologise. It won't let me scroll up anymore. Anyway, thank you. You have been awesome, as always. I hope this has been mildly entertaining. I need to lie down now. Thank you very much for joining me tonight on Hookster Talks. And I'll catch you later with another video. Thank you and good night.